I'm going to move us to a blow up of this region right here. Just wanted everybody to kind of have a picture in your head of this region.
Nice.
So we're going to be starting in the city of Yunkai, which is over here on the eastern side of Slavers Bay. I'm sure everybody read the prompt. So,
Can you ping it?
yes.
I was super zoomed in, so I had to zoom out to see where he was talking about.
Okay.
Yeah. Yunkai is on the far eastern side of Slavers Bay. So the goal here from the prompt, you've got a husband and wife who have lost their fortune in the Doom, and they're trying to get as far away from Valyria as possible. So they have chartered a boat and a crew and protection, and they have brought all of you fine people on to just sail across the, not really across the world, but around the Essos landmass to the free cities. So I'm going to briefly go back and forth between these two maps real quick because I want everybody to have a good picture of just the overall region. So from that last map, Slavers Bay is down here. Okay. So the goal is to sail all the way around the southern side and then up the western side around the Summer Sea, Stepstones, all the way up to the free cities through the Narrow Sea. That's the goal.
Easy.
So, what I want to do first is just a brief introduction to the crew. We've got obviously the two people that have hired you, which are Joss and Akrilla. And they, when I say they lost their fortune in the Doom, they had run a brothel with essentially sex slave girls. All of their girls died in the Doom in Valyria. So they had some money saved up, which they have now spent to hire you guys and to buy this, to charter this ship. So they're pretty desperate to get away from this region, and they would probably do just about anything to get away from Valyria. So if we can kind of just go down the line, and I'm just going to go in order on my screen here. And first up would be Raylim. Kind of tell us why you're here, how you ended up on this crew.
So I am one of the surviving noble houses of Valyria, distantly related to the Targaryens, and most of my family had migrated to Westeros with the Targaryens prior to the Doom, but the ones that remained all have died, and I am trying to get to the family that is now in Westeros.
Cool.
All right. Thank you. Tate?
Yeah, so I am a musically gifted entertainer. I work as a common folk in the area, hired by random parties to sing and dance and generally give people a good time. So the reason I know the people on the ship is because they had clients that used to hire me to play while they would bang their hookers and stuff, and just generally add an extra layer to their excitement and parties at the brothel. So when given the opportunity, they're paying really well. I agreed for the voyage.
Okay. Drosis, did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did. I am a very large man, 250 pound, 6'5". My family and I, we lived peacefully. We were pretty ignorant about the Doom. It all struck us all at once, and they killed both of my parents. So I quickly found way to Yunkai, where I work a lot. I don't work for any one particular master, but I work for a lot of several of the wise men. Is that what you called them?
Wise Masters of Yunkai.
The wise masters, and I am friendly with them as well as the slaves. that's pretty much it.
Okay. And I'm not going to attempt to pronounce the warlock's name.
Ifriti.
Yep, that's the one.
Yes, I am Ifriti. I am a Verdun Hexblade warlock. I made a pact with a blade, and it imbued me with unholy and righteous awesome power, and I have used it. I'm actually an ex-faceless man. I was very active during the Doom, but since post the Doom, I've left the faceless men and trolloped through Essos on my own and independent, seeking some condolence or seeking some peace of mind, I should say, trying to seek out what I want to do next in my great life and adventure, and have just finished. And I'm in the city of Yunkai, just finishing up doing a small bit of mercenary work just for some quick change. Oh, and and because of my past with Faceless Men, I'm an agent of my background is an agent of faction agent. So I have a vast network and I know a lot of people in a lot of different places from my long life and long history as a tiny little green man of only 4'3".
We've got all the range of heights in this group. Great. Okay, so that's a solid crew. We'll figure out a way, depending on when Matt gets here, if he gets here, to have him join in. We'll just play that one by ear as he comes in. But this is the crew that we're setting sail with from Yunkai. So the first decision you guys need to make as a crew is how we're going to get there. You have two options right now. It's a little bit cut off on this map, but really you have two. You can go through this shortcut here, which will cut several days off of your journey to go through the Smoking Sea. Or you can go way down far to the south and go around. It's essentially like going around South America versus the Panama Canal, right? So do you want to run the risk of going through the Smoking Sea, knowing that in the past year, no ship that has sailed through there has ever sailed back out?
I would
Or do
rather
you
go
want to go
around.
far around to the south?
Let's go south.
I don't like those odds.
I agree. Play it safe.
Alrighty. So we're going to start this.
You were
That's
looking
not
for
too
us to
loud.
make a
You may
bad
need to-
decision.
May need to adjust Rhythm Bot's volume in your ears.
I love that.
So you guys chose to go south.
We don't even want to look off into the Smoking Sea.
That everyone dies in? No.
Okay. He didn't say everybody died. He just said nobody ever came out. Maybe they want to stay there, you know? So great.
Yeah. You're big and bulky and wanting to fight something. You've been training your whole life. I'm just trying to have a good time, man.
So I'm just getting everybody's tokens moved over. So, as your journey begins, and you sail past the Smoking Sea, decide to not go in, and sail around to the south, we're actually going to drag over to this big map. So this is basically what we got going on here. You're not cutting through this center. You're going to take a wide berth around to the south. So a small bit of backstory. After the Doom occurred, you basically had chaos in this region. Economic chaos, physical chaos with conflicts, people trying to claim power. Because the vast majority of the Dragon Lord families were completely wiped out with the Doom. The Doom, just briefly, was essentially a giant volcanic eruption of the 14 mountains of fire, which are essentially volcanoes. In the Valyrian Peninsula, there were 14 eruptions all at the same time. So just a giant volcanic event that wiped out the landscape of this region, killed millions of people, wiped out homes, fortunes, everything buried under volcanic ash and other nastiness. So with that, the free cities are essentially at war right now, with the city of Volantis, which is right here, the closest free city to Valyria, is essentially trying to claim dominance over the region. And they're waging war against all the other free cities and other factions in the region in an attempt to gain control of the region financially and otherwise. So, that being said, as you make your way south around this peninsula, you spot over the horizon, just as far as you can see to the left and to the right, a vast array of ships. And they're all flying the Volantine flag. So, where do you proceed from here?
How many ships?
As many as you can see, and they fade into the horizon. So, you're sailing west. You've turned the corner around the peninsula. You're roughly here. Well, not quite halfway. Maybe a quarter of the way past the Valyrian Peninsula, or what's left of it. And you're sailing west. So as far to the peninsula, you can't see land. You're far enough away where you can't see land here. But as far as you can see to the northern horizon and the southern horizon, just ships. Thousands of ships.
So our options are to sail into the ships or to turn around.
We could anchor. We could go towards land and anchor.
It's not a bad plan. Yeah, I mean, how would we even get around them? I wonder.
Yeah, well, seems like the only thing we can do is turn towards land and try to wait them out, or use our advantage of being as far ahead of them as we are, and turn around and go through the pass.
Yeah. How's the weather and our supplies? Do we have ample supplies for the journey if it's a couple extra days?
You have ample supplies. You're assuming, a several week journey.
And the weather's good?
Weather's great.
Yeah, I say
This is some of the best weather in the world.
What Davo said, just go towards land a little bit and drop anchor. Wait them out.
Thinking we should probably look for somewhere good to drop anchor to where we're not in the open, maybe. Try to hide behind a large tree. Or like a little peninsula or something.
Which land are you going to sail towards?
I'm thinking, what's this one in the middle called here?
Ping
I can't
it?
read it. It's too blurry.
We'll go to...
Maybe like right here on the tip.
Actually, that's not a good map because it cuts off where you guys are. Maybe this would be a better one. No, that cuts off Valyria too. I don't know what this area is called, but that's fine if you want to go to the tip of this peninsula and anchor down.
Yeah, that's the play.
Okay. How long are you planning on waiting?
Just overnight, right?
Yeah, we'll give it a night. See what happens.
Will we
Okay.
be able to see the ships from our location? I guess not.
If you sail just due north,
I hope
then
not.
assuming the ships aren't coming towards you, which it appears that you have caught them from behind.
Oh,
So they're sailing away from you.
okay. I think, yeah, give it a night and then we can start sailing in the morning.
I like the sound
I
of
like
that.
I like it. Sounds good.
So you guys are just kind of going. So this peninsula, all right. I don't know what the region is called, but it's essentially the southern tip of the Valyrian Peninsula, or whatever's left of it. Oh, that's a good map. Will you post that in the DnD channel?
This is Game of Thrones, right?
It is. That's the one they made look like Google Maps, but it's
That's really
SS.
cool.
Nice.
Very helpful.
So we're going to be like just due south of Valyria.
Yes, where it says Valyria on that map, and then on the southeastern tip, you've kind of got a little island that kind of looks like a
Wishbone?
yeah, it looks like a wishbone.
I think we'll be like right on that east side of the Wishbone Island.
Is that what you guys are going for? So you're not trying to get to that main peninsula. You're trying to go.
I don't think we need to. What do you guys think? I think that channel looks awful dangerous.
Yeah, probably pirates.
Yeah.
Get freaking
I agree.
pussy sandwiched in there.
Yeah, we don't want that.
I agree with that.
Alrighty. So, this region, as you approach that island, the entire area, the closer you get to it, it has a very dense fog that starts to settle in around your ship. And the closer you get to land, the denser the fog becomes. So you're not really able to safely get all the way up against the edge of this peninsula. You're going to have to drop anchor a couple hundred yards out. And what you can see from a couple hundred yards out is a smoldering wasteland, is what it appears to be. The ground is just black and rocks that kind of jut in all strange directions that don't look natural. There's smoke rising from the ground. Even though the doom happened almost a year ago, it still appears to be on fire. The ground just appears to be on fire, and it looks like charred and ashy and no signs of life, not even plant life on this ground. And this is where you're dropping anchor, yes? Overnight, that's the plan?
Yes.
So what I would like everyone to do is let's do a quick token test. Make sure you can move your token and show me where you all are positioned on the ship.
It's a cat. It's a kitty cat. Where's my...
No king of the worlds here. Let's
I don't see my guy.
I'm gonna go pour a beer real quick.
Your guy's there. He's in the middle.
He is. You crafty little guy, where you go? I'm gonna zoom in. Oh, I see him. Sorry about that.
You're good. Have you got control of him?
Nope, I was in the wrong mode. But I do not have. Nope, I don't have control over him actually.
Controlled by. Okay, try now.
Got it.
There we go. Sorry.
Boom. Ifriti.
Cool. So
Maybe
everybody's
watch
good.
American
Everybody's got
Gods.
control of their characters.
Yes.
I'll wait on David to get back.
Hey, Forrest, can you change your in-game name to your character name? Under settings, very top.
On Roll20.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Got it.
So is,
Doing
what's everyone doing on this overnight trip? Is everyone staying awake? Are you all staying on the ship? What's the deal?
I stay awake. All the time.
All the
Should
time?
we sleep in shifts?
Almost all the time. Except for
um,
like short rests and long rests.
Must have got some of that booty sweat back in Da Nang.
yeah, we could probably sleep in shifts. I'll stay awake first.
All right, I'll take first bed. Go down the stairs and
How many
immediately
others?
fall
I don't know.
asleep.
4 of us. Okay.
All right, so I want to climb up onto this thing while I'm watching Siduri so I can see.
Okay. Yeah, I'll say we'll fast forward to, sometime during the first shift of watch where Tate's
Yeah.
the only one asleep, right?
No, I went to sleep with him. If
Freedy's
everyone
sleeping
watches,
also. Okay.
yeah,
What are you doing, Kaylee?
Well, I'm gonna sleep if Drosis is.
So Drosis is on first watch.
Yeah.
Everyone else is sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay, Drosis, anything you want to do? You said climb up that.
Yeah, I'll climb
the
up and I'll
crow's
take
nest?
the crow's nest, and I'll, look in all directions. If there's anything hindering my view, then I might climb down and get in this crow's nest too. I don't know.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Perception.
Can I ask a question before we start something?
Absolutely.
So I have a pact of my blade where I can choose a magical weapon, which my greatsword is, and make it my pact weapon with a special ritual.
Yep.
Can I go into the game assuming I've already made my current weapon my pact weapon?
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, you're level 8, right, or 6?
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a safe assumption that you would have already done that. What level does that unlock?
That unlocks at 5.
Yeah, then you would have done that some time ago.
Right. Okay. Want to make sure.
An 8 was your perception?
That's what I got. Let me see. Yeah, it's an 8.
Okay. So you can still see it's dark at this point. Obviously, we'll say somewhere around 11 p.m. I don't know that Game of Thrones uses the 24-hour clock, but we'll say somewhere around 11 p.m. and all you can see is the moon is barely peeking through the fog, not enough to reflect off the water, so it's very dark. It's too dark now for you to see the land. So really all you can see from the crow's nest is a dense fog surrounding your ship with a little hint of moonlight poking through.
Okay. I'm going to go downstairs and wake up Tate and tell him I have an eerie feeling that there's a lot of fog. I can't really tell what's going on out here. Maybe we should have two people watching while
Okay.
2 people sleep.
All right, I'm gonna wake up and I'll go sit in the other crow's nest and start singing a ballad to keep myself awake.
What does that sound like?
What is this?
Got a whale of a tale to tell you, lads. A whale of a tale or two. About the flapping fish and the girls I've loved on nights like this with the moon above. A whale of a tale and it's all true. I swear by my tattoo.
It's so beautiful. As you see the single tear that I'm shedding, listen to that. That's great. Okay, is there anything in particular you want to do, Tate, besides singing your song while you guys are both on watch together?
No, I'm just thinking about the many exciting times I've had and singing my song and sip a little from a flask I brought along.
Alrighty. Well, if that's the case, then the 2 people that are awake, which are Drosis and Tate, you guys are going to hear a very high-pitched, womanly, feminine scream come from below deck. From the back of the ship, the captain's quarters.
All right. Well, I immediately assume that he hears it, and I'll look at him, but I'll just start going down. I'll look at him, make eye contact. Whatever. I'm gonna go in, and I don't see the entrance down. Is there a door right here, I presume?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to see on this, but basically you have a staircase here that goes below deck.
Alright.
So there's not a separate below deck map because I'm lazy, but if you can just kind of picture, you guys have all played enough video games to picture the below deck of a ship to know that there's like separator walls and
I don't
such.
play D&D for my imagination.
All right, I'll holler back. Yeah.
Hold on.
So roughly where you would be standing, Drosis, there would be a door into the rear captain's quarters cabin.
Okay.
As he's entering the door, my
not
ballad
entering the
was
door.
ending, so he feels inspired and gains a stack of bardic inspiration.
I do not want to enter the door yet.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Can I
The street
put my
wakes me
ear
up.
to the door?
You can put your ear to the door, yes.
That's what I do. Do I hear?
Give me
anything?
another perception.
Okay. And before I do this, I holler at Tate to keep an eye on my back.
Yeah, I'm watching.
Ouch. You hear Charlie Brown's teacher.
Okay.
Wah,
So I
wah,
hear
wah.
that's something. All right. So I'm gonna rowdily burst through the door. I'm gonna kick it open, and I'm gonna charge. I'm gonna not charge in there, but I'm gonna. Now, who the bloody hell's on our ship?
Okay. Drosis and Tate, please roll initiative.
All right.
Oh.
Fucked up a bit.
I don't hear
yelled
the
that.
scream, right?
I yelled that, by the way.
And for Raylan and Ifriti, do a
Yes, do it.
perception. Do a perception. You two.
Perception. Oh gosh, I forgot how to roll.
Oh God, where's my dice? Hang on, I gotta get my dice.
Can I do manual? No, I'm just kidding.
I don't remember how to roll perception. Is it just d20 plus your perception amplifier?
Yes.
D20 plus what?
Perception. It's like the seventh from the bottom on your skills.
3 plus 3. Gotcha.
Okay. So for this combat, Ifriti, you took a really long time to wake up after hearing the scream, so you're gonna miss 2 turns of combat.
Ooh, gotcha.
Raylan is gonna miss 1 turn of combat. She woke up immediately and ran to see what's happening.
I'm gonna be like over here then. Running.
So I'm gonna take about 2 minutes and set up the turn order here on. You don't have to move yet.
Oh, okay.
You can move when it's your turn.
I swear by my tattoo. There was Mermaid Minnie. Met her down in Madagascar. She would kiss me anytime that I would ask her. Then one evening, her flame of love blew out. Blow me down and pick me up. She swapped me for a trout.
Drosis. 18. 8 is. And you guys can also go ahead and roll initiative. Raylan and Ifriti.
Fuck.
Yikes.
Getting all the bad rolls out of the way early.
That's right. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to
Save.
switch to manual.
Oh.
I got some die.
Just switch to imagine.
I have like 6 screens of DnD things going on around me. No joke. Got my iPad with shit
Beautiful.
on it.
Kaylee, roll initiative. It's D20 plus your Dex modifier. Dex. Okay. So, everybody's back, right? Yep. So, bursting into this room, Drosis is going to see. Stand by. Okay. Tokens. In the back of the room is you've got a bed and two kind of night tables. What do you call those? Nightstands. One of the nightstands is knocked over. Aquila is kind of cowering next to it on the floor under this green, stony-looking figure. Joss is on the other side of the bed, screaming and attempting to make his way around and over the bed to protect his wife. This figure is kind of lumbering over Aquila as Drosus busts in. And what is your dex modifier, Drosus? You gotta resolve a tie.
+2.
+2. Okay, reroll just a flat d20. Okay, you're going first.
Okay. I will approach the green man. And I will hit him with a two-handed melee attack. So, roll to hit for my main hand. It's a 7 hit.
Does not.
Roll to hit for my offhand. It's a 14 hit.
Does not.
Really?
Does not.
Okay. Well, I'm going to use I think it's I get 2 attacks per combat, so I'm an extra attack. I can attack twice.
Yep.
So I'm going to take an extra attack. Main hand? 23.
That hits. That hits.
Nice. For 9.
That's the damage.
You
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. It looks to me like my offhand and my main hand hit for the same amount. Is that true? You
It's
don't
probably
add your,
true.
but you don't add the +3 to your offhand, or you still do?
I'm not sure. Are you a fighter?
Yes.
How's that work, Brian? You remember?
Nope. I'm trying to look it up.
I remember when I was a rogue, I got the D8, but I didn't get the +3.
Are you a dual wielding spec for your feet?
Yes.
I'm gonna look up that feat.
It's in my character log, the description of it. You gain +1 bonus. Let me see.
This is a warm-up combat, so we can all remember how to play. Be included.
Yeah. I've never played a spellcaster before, so I'm literally googling how cantrips work. I have no idea.
You can use them infinitely.
Like
Cantrips,
whenever I want,
On your turn.
like as a bonus action, or
like they
It'll say
never
on
run
the
out.
spell-
Infinite
it'll say on
mana.
the spell how much it costs, like whether it's one full action or one bonus action.
and can bonus actions be taken before a melee attack?
Yeah,
Instead of
you can
after?
take your actions at any time during your turn,
In
any order
okay.
you want.
And what do spell slots mean, and how are they? And I know that they're limited to long rests, but how?
Yeah, so
That's another thing I need to Google.
I had to explain this to Kaylee earlier because she's playing a spellcaster for the first time. But think of it as you have a fixed number of tokens
Okay.
that represent your spell slots. So if you have
Okay.
if you have third level spell slots, how many of those do you have?
If you're asking me, I have 4th level. I have 2 4th level spells.
Okay. So 2 4th level spell slots means you have 2 tokens with the number 4 on them. So you can
Okay,
cast
sure.
any 4th level spell that you want, and you take one of those tokens away. And
Okay.
then on your next turn, you can cast any 4th level spell you want, and you take the other token away, and now you're out of spell slots. for 4th level spells. You can
Okay.
cast the same one twice. You can cast 2 different ones. Doesn't matter. You expend that slot when you cast the spell.
Okay.
Now the
what
number
about
of spells that you know is the pool that you can pull from to cast spells. So you can't just pick any spell out of the book to cast
Right.
for your slots. You have a limited number of spells that you as a character know how to cast, and then you use your slots to cast those spells. Does that make sense?
It does, but so if I can exchange those. So for example, a 1/4 token can be a 1 3rd level and 1 1st level, since it equals 4. Like, how do the lower level tokens work?
You can cast. You can expend a higher level spell slot to cast a lower level spell, but not the other way around.
Got
So
it.
if you wanted to, you could expend a 4th level spell slot to cast a 3rd level spell.
And I
then
think I see what you mean too. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. I didn't interrupt.
because sometimes 3rd level spells are more powerful than 4th level spells depending on the spell. And you might want to cast it, like if you only have 2 4th level spell slots, but you really, really like a 3rd level spell that you have, you can use all your 4th and 3rd level spell slots to cast that 3rd level spell over and over again.
Okay. And because my guy knows 3 1st level spells, I have 3 1st level tokens.
No, the spells that
Oh.
you know aren't necessarily tied to the slots that you have.
Oh.
That's where it gets confusing, and I'm not a huge fan of the way that 5th edition does spell casting,
Yeah.
because it's a little confusing with the known spells versus the spell slots. The known spells, that's just everything that your character knows how to do. The slots it's like how much mana you have. It is confusing. It took multiple playthroughs for me to have understanding of the fuck was actually going on in spell slots.
Right.
But I'd say let's push through this combat, and the best way to learn is to just run through it and then
Doing it right.
yeah, see how
Does
it
a
goes.
17 hit?
17 does hit, yeah.
David, you were right, by the way. Your offhand does not gain your damage modifier.
Okay. So I hit you for 5 more. Then I'm going to use Action Surge, which apparently lets me have a second attack action, additional action on top of your regular action, which I'm going to use also to attack.
Okay. So my total damage is up to
Main
14
hand.
at this point.
Main hand 15, does it hit?
Does not.
Offhand, does it hit?
Yes, that hits.
Okay, so add 4 more.
Okay,
Then I
18.
get to attack again with extra attack. Then my offhand. That's 6. Ooh, that's a crit.
Crit, double your damage dice.
Wait, David, was that 15? Was that 15 to hit?
Yeah, it was.
I gave you a Bardic Inspiration. You have a D8 you can use to add to that. And it's not like you're doing it before you know if it lands or not. It's because we know 15 doesn't land.
I can use it after?
You can use
I'll
it
let
after
you
you
use it.
roll, before you know if it lands. But we already know if it lands or not. So, I mean.
Yeah, you can use it on the 15 if you want to get
I get an extra D8?
It's your main hand, too. You may as well.
Okay, we'll add this to the 15. Does the 18 hit?
It does.
Okay, so you add that 2 because I rolled 2 1s there on my crit.
You're up to 20 damage total.
That it?
Yeah.
And then roll 8 plus
9 plus 5 is 14, plus 4 is 18, plus 2 is 20, plus 5, 25 damage.
Okay, that's my turn.
Alrighty. Go into the big nasty green guy. So before we do his turn, can you describe to me in the most vivid detail that you can muster specifically how you attack this guy and what you do?
The most vivid detail I can muster.
Yeah. And there's a reason for it.
Okay, I'm gonna be slashing him from different angles. Okay. So I hit him 4 times, and I missed him 4 times. So I'm going to be slashing him. I'm just going to kind of, from above me, slashing him diagonally for the first 4 attacks. And then the second 4 attacks, I'm going to be slashing him horizontally.
Okay. Understood. All right, so this guy, having been slashed and drawn his attention away from the cowering lady on the floor, he's going to turn to you, and he's going to pull his fist back, and he's going to try to punch at your face.
Okay.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that a 23 hits.
It does. Jeepers. Okay. 19.
What are you wearing on your head right now in terms of gear?
I don't think anything. The
You
only
just-
gear that I saw on D&D Beyond was chest gear.
Okay. But you're not wearing like a hat or anything like that?
No, probably not.
Just naked and exposed to the world?
I'm just
Alright,
wearing,
in that case,
wearing a chain vest and then no
give
pants.
me a Constitution saving throw.
I mean, I would like to be wearing a helmet, but 22.
Saved it for now.
How do I get a helmet? I don't know how to get a helmet.
We're going to go here. So at this point, everyone is below deck, right? Because Tate is below deck. He's just in the hallway outside the bedroom. Drosis is in the bedroom. Raylan and Ifriti were asleep, and they heard the noise, and they're moving towards it. So everyone is below deck. Am I correct on that?
Yes.
I think I am. So overhead of Raylan and Ifriti, if you're roughly where you would have like bust out of your sleeping quarters, you're going to hear 2 loud thuds on the upper deck. And it's Raylan's turn. But you're missing first combat, so we're going to Tate.
All right. Well, I can see the green guy, and I know there's some thuds above us. Where am I in relation? Am I close to the door that I can like peek out, or not really?
Yeah, you're close enough to the door to peek inside.
Okay, so I'm gonna first attack with Vicious Mockery. Which, by the way, I didn't have cantrip spells on my sheet. I just realized that, so I'm literally writing them down right now.
Oh, that's fine.
So, yeah, I'm going to use Vicious Mockery. Release a string of insults, so I'm going to call him a smelly toad breath. And that's my string of insults. If he can hear me, he does not need to understand me. He has to succeed on a wisdom saving throw, or he takes 1d4 psychic damage.
Understood. That is a 10 for the wisdom saving throw.
Okay. I guess I should probably tell you what.
You don't necessarily have to tell me. You just have to tell me if I saved it or not.
Okay. I don't even know how I would know if you saved it.
So you are going to have a spell save DC on your character sheet. It should be at the top of the page.
You failed.
That has all your spells. Okay.
You failed. So you'll take, let's see.
So you can roll that damage.
So you take 2 damage, and then you have disadvantage on your next attack roll before the end of your next turn.
Okay.
So after that cantrip, I will peek my head through the door. I'm just going to crack it and look to see what the thuds were.
Okay. So you are... Well, okay, hang on. I thought you were asking if you were in range of the bedroom door.
Oh, sorry. I thought I was by the door. Doesn't the bedroom enter onto the main deck?
No, the bedroom is below deck. So
How
the
do I?
bedroom will exit into a hallway below deck.
How far from the top deck am I?
This is the staircase below deck. So
Ping it again.
behind Raylan.
So it's all the way on the other end of the ship.
Yeah, about 60 feet away.
Okay, I'll be done then.
Okay. Ifriti's missing first round, so we're back to Drosis.
Okay. Going to attack him again.
Oh, if you guys, sorry to cut you off. Ifriti and Raylan, I'll let you take your movement. Because, fitting with the theme of you're moving towards this event, even if you can't take any other actions because you're not in the combat, you can spend your movement. And you can go ahead and do that while Drosis is taking his turn. So go ahead, Dave.
Okay.
Yeah, 5 feet per square.
So this time I'm going to attack him. I'll go for a more slashes. Just more slashes. Just your standard slash, backhand, horizontal slashes.
Yep. Okay.
Main hand.
Big
I'm gonna
ol' whip.
use a luck dice on that one actually
Mm-hmm.
to re-roll that. Nice.
That's a crit. That's a good spending of the luck dice.
Okay. So there's a 13. Here's my offhand. 24. Nice.
Hit.
13 plus 1.
Okay.
And I'm gonna use my extra attacks. Another crit. That's the main hand.
Holy shit.
Don't you
What's
like crit for
happening?
double?
Ooh. Double.
You just crit and rolled max damage in the same roll.
I'm chuckling. I'm laughing at him while I'm
fuck?
slashing him.
Just tearing him to pieces.
So, and then here's my last offhand attack.
He's been training for this your whole life.
He has been, yeah.
6. 17 to hit.
Does hit.
Alright. So they all hit.
Jeez. Okay, so one of those slashes that you connected with rips a big chunk of this guy's shoulder off, and it just falls on the floor. And you can see that it's kind of cracked and peeling and smoldering looking.
So he's a...
Is that
That's
the end of your turn?
36 damage. No, I'm going to use... I'm going to use my bonus action to use Second Wind to heal 1d10 plus 7.
Okay.
So I heal for 14.
Okay.
Puts me 14 health up. And then I end turn.
All right. So this guy, after losing a chunk of his shoulder, is going to yell out in a fit of rage and just kind of... He doesn't say anything coherent, just like he just ate Taco Bell. And he's going to take another swipe at Drosis. This is a disadvantage roll. Does a 16 hit?
It does not.
Okay. He is going to pick up the piece of his shoulder that fell on the floor, and he's going to throw it at your face. So give me a Dex saving throw.
Okay. Let me see. I might use another lucky dice here. Those restore after short rest or long rest. I've never had
Long.
lucky dice long.
Long rest, yeah. Lucky's probably my favorite feat in the game.
Yeah, I remember everybody having it. I'm gonna use it. Okay.
Hmm.
Does an 8 work? Okay.
No.
I'll take it to the face.
The piece of torn flesh connects with your face. You're gonna take 6 bludgeon damage. I don't know if you're resistant to bludgeoning, but it's bludgeon damage.
I don't know if I am either. It's a good question.
Probably not,
I don't think
if I
I
had
am.
to guess. I also need a Constitution saving throw from you.
Okay. Fuck. Okay. Failed.
Okay.
Roll an 8. Did they?
Okay. So overhead, you're going to hear the thump of footsteps. Tate and Drosis are going to hear them. Actually, all 4 of you are in a position where you're going to hear footsteps going away from you above deck. And it is Raylan's turn. And you're active in combat.
Can I walk as part of my turn, or is that take an action?
Can you what? Yeah, you can move up to your full movement, and it's not an action. Then you can take an action after that.
I am going to get a little bit closer to the action. And then I am going to cast Fireball on the green guy.
Everyone has to make the save. So
Even if we're below?
everyone in the radius.
I'm below.
Oof.
Everyone in the radius. So 20-foot radius from the point of the creature, which is going to be Tate. You're good. I'll say you're on the outside edge of it.
Nice.
But these 3 for sure. Joss, Akrilla, Drosis, and the creature are all going to have to make the saving throw. You still doing it? I don't care if you blow up your group. You play the game how you want to play the game.
Okay, I'm gonna change that. I forgot that it had AoE. we're gonna cast Scorching
See, if I was a
Ray.
jerk, I'd be like, no, you said it. You gotta do it.
We're gonna catch Scorching Ray, and it's a ranged attack.
Scorching Ray. Ranged spell attack for each ray. So you're going to make 3 ranged spell attacks separately. Nope, that's the damage. Your ranged spell attack is going to be a d20 plus your spell casting modifier. It was on that page that you were just on at the top. Spell casting ability modifier. Yes. D20 plus that to hit. And you want to roll that 3 times.
Hey, Daddy Sands, you're gonna have to tell me what happened when I failed my Constitution saving throw.
Oh, I'll tell you in due time.
Oh, you didn't tell? I thought you already told me. My dad walked in the room.
No, I did not tell you yet, but you'll know. So the first missile or whatever hits, and it's a crit, and the second 2 miss. So you're going to roll the damage double the dice because you crit. So it's 4d6 plus 3. Got it? Okay. Anything else?
No, I'm done.
And at that point, you would need to mark one of your, and this is for forest benefit too. That's what level spell is that? So one of your second level spell slots is expended. And when you cast a spell, make sure you say what slot you're expending, because it is possible to cast that with a higher level spell slot and add a damage dice to it if you want. Or with that one, it's like adding an additional bolt or something. But yeah, so we're gonna go to. You guys continue to hear footsteps above, and we'll go to Tate.
Tate. Okay. This green thing's still alive?
It is. He's looking worse for wear, though.
Yeah, he's looking worse for wear.
Yeah.
Well, the stairs are still 60 feet from me. I will, I'll do another vicious mockery, make a wisdom saving throw, and then I'll move towards the stairs.
Understood. 15 to save.
Saves, so nothing happens, pretty sure.
Okay.
And then I move 40 feet.
Okay.
East square is what, 5 feet?
Yes. And the grid is a little bit off from this image of the ship, so just get within 1 square is fine.
Okay.
And Ifriti, this is a long combat, so we'll say you make it up here in time to go ahead and take your turn, because that was too much of a punishment, I think. 2 full rounds of not being able to do shit is just boring, so Ifriti.
Okay. So I am going to put use a bonus action, put Hexblade's Curse on the creature, which allows, or I gain +3 to put damage rolls, and I can score a critical hit on a 19 or 20. Excuse me. And then I'm going to...
Is that a channeled spell?
It is... Actually, don't know. It just says on my... Is XGTE 55. Let me see.
What's it called?
Hexblade's Curse. Honestly, I shouldn't use it. I'm thinking about it, but that's okay. We're going to do it anyway.
Sometimes those continuous things are channeled abilities. Just why I asked.
Ooh, right. Okay.
Oh, the curse ends early if the target dies, you die, or you are incapacitated. Okay. Nope, it's not channeled. So
Okay.
proceed.
Awesome. Okay. So that'll be my bonus action. Then I'm going to swing my mighty greatsword at him, which is roll. What's a hit? What's the hit roll again?
It's going to be D20 plus your weapon modifier.
Perfect. +3. There. Okay.
As long as you're proficient. If you're proficient with the weapon, then you add your proficiency plus the weapon modifier. And it's if you use D&D Beyond to make your character sheet, it builds the proficiency bonus into the modifier. So it'll say next to your greatsword, it'll say the hit is D20 plus whatever, or I don't know exactly what the formatting is.
I think it says +3. It says +3 on it. I think does that sound right?
It sounds a little low. What's your proficiency?
Proficiency is...
I'm going to pull up your character sheet real quick just to be sure.
Proficiency is 3.
Yeah, proficiency +3. And you have a greatsword, you get +3. Okay, +3 is correct. It has
Okay.
it just took that +3 proficiency and transferred it down to your hit.
Oh.
I think because you're a warlock. I think because you're a warlock attacking with a melee weapon, you don't really get a lot of bonuses from that. All your bonuses are going to be applied to your spells.
Right, and my damage if I hit him.
Yeah.
Which don't think I do.
No, that does not hit.
Oh, okay. And I guess that
Borrow David's digital dice.
Yeah, right. I need to. That's what I need to. And I think that so I can't take another bonus action, so that will end my turn.
Womp. Okay. At least you got that roll out of the way.
Yeah, there you go.
We're back to the top.
I'm still trying to like gather up all my spells, figure out what I'm trying to do if I did hit him.
Spellcasters are hard to play 5th edition.
Yeah.
All right, Drosis.
Okay. Attacking again. This time, I'm gonna try and, more of an impaling stab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like right to his freaking stomach. Okay. 25. That's a crit.
No. You've got to roll a natural 20 for it to be a crit.
But I'm a fighter. I'm a champion fighter. Beginning when you choose this archetype, your weapon attack score a critical hit on a roll of 19 or 20.
Okay, I stand corrected. That is a crit.
So roll 2. Okay, roll for my offhand. 15. Then I'm gonna do extra attacks. With my offhand, I also am impaling. Main hand. 22.
Hit.
8 plus 3. Okay, 4 more.
Okay.
And then
So I've got
offhand,
13 and 4.
17.
Yeah.
And here's the offhand. 14.
Does not hit.
Okay. So I hit you for 17, and then I will pass.
Okay. So when you pull your sword out of this guy's gut where you pierced him, this nasty black bloody liquid is just going to start pouring out from the hole. And he's going to scream out kind of in a mixture of anger and pain. He's going to put one hand over his wound to try to stop the bleeding, and he's going to use the other hand to swipe at Ifriti. That is a hit, unless a 26 misses for some reason. And Ifriti, so that's 15 bludgeoning. Now, Ifriti, also give me a Constitution saving throw, please. Okay. Got it. All right. That's in his turn.
Nice.
So the footsteps above have dissipated. Tate is going to see coming around the corner of the bottom of the stairs 2 more similar figures. Approaching in the hallway. And it's going to go to Raylin.
Okay. Is Tate within 20 feet of them?
Let's see.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Fireball on those fuckers, and let's get them out of here.
Okay. No, they got to make saving throws. So this is for the front one. Dex is +2, 19. Your spell save DC. Okay, so I saved it. And a 15. So I saved both. So roll your roll your full damage, and we'll cut the number in half. So half rounded up. So 15 damage for each of those guys. Got it? Okay, so your fireball also ignites the staircase and the hallway and the floor and the ceiling around these guys. And that section of the ship... Ooh, that's my timer. That section of the ship is now on fire, fully engulfed in flames. And I also need a con saving throw from Drosis and a Freety.
Which saving?
Con.
Con.
$21.
Okay.
Did the green thing below die, or did it swipe, or is it still there?
He's still there.
It's still there. Okay.
Drosis. He did not die.
I can be hopeful.
Anything else, Raylan?
No.
Okay. The back guy is gonna move about 40. Oh yeah. He's gonna move up and take a swipe at good old Tate. $13 to hit.
What wins, attack or armor?
I believe attacker wins ties, but we can.
On armor one.
I don't recall.
I don't recall either. We have a 50-50 shot though.
I'm pretty sure armor wins.
Attack 193.
I can Google it.
That was epic.
Gosh, this is loud. I can read it down. He's blowing me away. Did you Google it, Dave?
It says if the total of the roll plus modifiers equals or exceeds the target's AC for attack.
Okay. Equals or exceeds. So attacker wins ties. I gotta take 1 second. Okay.
Attacker wins ties. I take
Attacker
damage.
wins ties. You do take damage. You take all the damage. And by
Lay it
all,
on me, Daddy.
I mean-
Wait a minute. I'm going to reaction cutting words you.
Okay.
So let's see. I expend a bardic inspiration, roll a d8, and you subtract that number from your roll. So whatever it is, it doesn't matter. You don't
From
hit me.
the attack roll?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So it does not hit.
Yep. Correct. Be gone, Satan.
Let's play a little more mellow song. Alright. So Tate, you're up.
Okay. let me pull out my handy dandy rangefinder. Beautiful. I'm going to cast Fairy Fire right in the middle of these two fools.
Okay.
And they are going to...
Is there a save for that?
There is. Attack focus.
Right click rhythm up.
You see, Dex saving throw.
Turn the user volume down.
What is your roll, sir?
Sorry, I got to do saving throw. What's the saving throw?
Dex?
Gotta do? Dex. Is a 5?
Failed.
That'll be the front one. The back one is a 16.
Succeed.
Okay, so the front one is marked.
The front one is marked and has advantage. Anyone that attacks it has advantage.
Yeah.
And then I will choose to move 40 feet. 10,
Okay,
20.
So he is going to take an attack of opportunity against you.
He will not take an attack of opportunity against me because I am mobile. I'm exceptionally speedy and agile. When you make a melee attack... Oh, I didn't make a melee attack. It says when you make a melee attack against a creature, you don't provoke an opportunity attack from that creature for the rest of the turn, whether you hit or not. So I suppose I still will take an opportunity attack.
That song was trash. We're going with something else. So I do get to take an opportunity attack, yes?
Yes, you do.
16 to hit.
You land.
Oh, I do. That's what I like to hear. Beautiful. And also give me a con saving throw.
All right. 18.
Okay.
Staying alive.
For now. Is that the end of your turn?
It is.
Ifriti.
All right, coming in there. I'm gonna use the bonus action to do what's called Green Flame Blade. It's a cantrip. So I'm assuming it says one action is the casting time. I'm assuming that's a bonus action.
It is not. That's a full action.
Ooh, never mind. Forget, because I can't attack whilst in the same time, right? In the same turn
That's
as I
correct.
do
An attack would
Okay.
take your full action.
that. Aha. Then forget that nonsense. Of course.
Forgotten.
I will, however, use a bonus action to put a hex on this guy, which is just called hex. It is a first level concentration spell.
Yep.
But although in our character sheet, in our description, you mentioned that we get an extra feat or something. So one of my feats was Warcaster. I just couldn't add it to the D&D because I could only have one on the D&D Beyond. So Warcaster allows me to attack whilst concentrating. So I'm going to have that hex as a bonus action on him, which, and then I'm going to attack him.
Yep.
Boom.
So
Roll.
you're going to have to be the one to keep track of that hex and remind me that it's on there.
Got it. Totally fine. I need to practice. +3. Actually, it's plus. I found out it is +4 due to my invocation of improved packed weapon, which gives a +1 bonus to its attack and damage rolls.
I said so. That's what that great sword +1 meant.
Yes.
Okay.
+1, and it because it bestows it unless it's a magic item that already has it.
Right. Okay. Well, that 13 does not hit.
Well, perfect. I will use my thirsting blade then to attack one more time. I forgot about it last time. You can attack with your packed weapon twice whenever you take the attack action on your turn. I'm assuming that means I don't need a bonus action.
That's correct. You can take a second attack.
Sweet.
Is that a spell?
It is not. It's called an Eldritch Invocation. I don't know if that necessarily means a spell. It's like something I picked in my Warlock stuff.
Okay. Go ahead with it.
Okay. I think it's passive.
Yeah,
Oops.
sometimes those classes have that kind of thing built in, and you just get it for free.
Right.
I've never played Warlock, though, so I don't know. I'm not as familiar with it.
All right, I end my turn.
All right. Back to Drosis.
Attack.
Attack, attack, attack.
19 to hit.
19 is a hit.
Plus 3, 10. Okay, is he still alive?
He is still alive and bleeding profusely.
Okay, offhand. 16.
Does not hit.
Who are you attacking? Oh, that guy?
Still trying to kill this motherfucker. 14. Fuck me, man. I end my turn.
Okay. This guy is going to swipe at Drosis as he bleeds out. As an 11 to hit. Does an 11 hit Drosis? I don't think it does.
No.
Okay. This guy is going to move towards the action. Oh, yes. 40? I think Brian has 40 also. That's
40?
gonna be it for him. So Drosis, Ifriti, and Tate, please give con saving throws.
Hey, Jeremy, you did 30 damage to me, right?
I don't think I did that much. No, I just did 20.
Okay.
The first set of roll was I rolled that right as you said that you wanted to use your reaction.
Thank Jeebus.
Yeah, it was just 20.
Con saving throw.
Con saving throw.
15.
You got my 20 there.
I did. What was the name of that invocation that you used?
It was called Thirsting Blade.
Got it.
Prerequisite is Pact of the Blade.
Yeah, man, that's strong.
Right? Right? Hexblade is sweet.
That is really strong. Well played. Okay. So we got a 20 and a 15. I'm missing one. Did you roll, Drosis? Is that 9 your con saving throw?
I gotta roll a con saving throw?
Yes.
I already failed it once.
Yep.
22.
Free T 20 and Tate. Got it. Okay, Raylan.
Is the one in the deck, is that one dead yet? Or is he
No,
still
none of
bleeding
them are dead. Also, now that we're back to Raylan's cycle, the fire has roughly doubled in size at this point.
Good.
So it's expanded to the upper deck and has expanded down the hallway.
Team, this is not good.
Okay. I am going to cast Scorching Ray again.
At which target?
I'm going to put one at all three of them.
Okay. You do have vision of all three. Correct. The first two hit, and the last one misses. What's the fairy? Does the fairy fire give
think-
advantage?
It's attacks only.
Just attacks, not spells.
Correct.
So you hit the first two, and you miss the one that has the yellow aura around it. Aura. You miss this one. Ooh. That one is hurting. Okay. Anything else? They are not dead.
Huh?
They are not dead. Anything else from Raylan?
No, that's the end.
Okay. This bat guy is going to move. Up to here. He's going to swing at Raylan. He's not casting a spell. He's smacking you in the face with his big stony hand. That is a 15 to hit. Yeah, it does. $17 damage. Give me a con saving throw. Oh, yes. Everybody come to daddy. All right. Tate,
Sir.
you are up.
It is my turn. All right. We are going to vicious mockery on this guy. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Yikes, that's a fail.
You have failed. So you take 1d4 psychic damage and have take 2 damage and have disadvantage on your next attack.
Got it.
That is my turn.
Ifriti.
Kill somebody, Afridi.
I believe in you, Ifriti. Bring it home.
For real, I need to. Is the green guy still in front of me, next to this other green guy?
He
Or
is.
is he?
He's
is
bleeding
he
out of.
alone?
He probably has like 5 health.
So this
But
guy
he's-
is alone. He's bleeding profusely. These
so those
two
two still haven't gotten to him.
These
Okay.
two are separated from each other, but they are looking strong.
Got it. Okay. All right. Well, then I'm just gonna go straight up hardcore on this dude. I'm gonna hit him, and no, I can't do a spell and an attack, and that's what. Hello. I'm going to just attack him. I'm gonna try to attack him. Let's do this. Come on. Boom.
Crit, right?
23. Yes, it does. And so, fun fact about crits. Oh, this is great. So, fun fact about crits with me is that when I crit, I can crit at 19 or a 20. And, oh gosh. Oh, and on my turn, because of my great weapon mastery feat, when I score a critical hit, I can make one more melee attack as a bonus action, so I can take 3 attacks this turn.
Oh shit!
Boom. So you want me to do damage or roll attacks first?
Well, let's get all your attacks first. It's all the same damage roll every time, right?
It will be, yes, if they all land, correct.
So let's do all the attacks first.
Okay, that's second attack,
That hits.
and that's third.
That does not hit.
Okay. And
So
then
your first damage roll, you want to double the dice, and then your second damage roll is just your normal damage roll.
Second damage roll. Okay. Well, I'll do the second damage roll because I already have that macroed.
Okay.
And this is gonna have 2 different hexes stuff on it, and I'll break it down for you, DM, when I press it.
That's your hex plus the first thing, the curse you put on him.
Yeah, it's actually 2 hexes. The Hexblade's Curse plus the hex, both of them.
Yeah.
One is necrosis damage. One is something else damage. Another is slashing.
He's not resistant to anything, so
Okay.
you're good on the damage side.
Cool. And then for the double one,
So you would do 4d6 plus 3 plus 2d6. I think we
sweet.
looked that up before. Every single dice that is rolled on a crit is doubled, including hexes, bonuses, all that shit.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, just your flat numbers aren't doubled. So the plus 3 stays as is. The dice all get doubled. Damn. All right.
He's dead.
So with that second slash, this guy yells out just this shriek of agony. Yeah.
I got my sword.
There you
wrapping paper.
Obviously, that's a sword no matter who's wielding it.
Of course. Always.
So blood is just gushing out of multiple orifices as this guy shrieks out in agony, and he collapses on the floor dead. Upon hearing this shriek of agony, the other 2 men, or whatever you want to call them, they freeze in their tracks. They kind of look at each other, and each of them dashes to the side of the ship, busts through the side of the ship, creating just a Kool-Aid man hole in the wall, and they plop down into the water below. And that is going to exit this combat. You now just have this dead body and your wounds to deal with. So as combat ends, I need a con saving throw from Drosis, Afridi, Tate, and Roland. That's everybody. Raylan. So everybody is making con saving throws. And Akrilla.
20.
Ooh, she's hurt. She leaking. $20. That 11 is your con,
Yep.
Drosis.
For both of us, Fruity and Drosis.
Correct, yes.
Gotcha.
My mouse is dead.
3D. Tate, 20. Same. Raylan. Con saving throw. Okay, so you guys need to decide what you're doing next. The ship is still on fire. The fire is doubled from the previous doubling, so it is about to box you in. It's about here in the lower hallway of the ship, and the upper deck is burning. The ship, or the sails, have caught on fire at this point, and the ship is starting to kind of creak and groan and move a lot.
How long has it been again? Has it the whole night that we wanted to wait gone by?
So it was around 11 p.m. when Drosis went to wake up Tate, and it has been roughly 10 minutes or so since that happened, and you heard the scream, and this whole combat was, like 5 turns, so that was like 5 minutes. So yeah, it's been about 10 minutes. So it's close to, somewhere between 11 and midnight.
Did you say our ship was on fire?
It is very much on fire. It is
My
it's
bad.
billowing smoke, and it's just a beacon of light in this dense fog.
Okay.
Well, I can fly. Well, no,
You have to peace out.
This is some real shit. So, like, I actually planned this because of our first campaign on some shit, and it's not just fly for me, bitches. It's his fly. This fly says, and I'll quote it because it's amazing. It says it's a concentration 3rd level, 1 action touch. You touch a willing creature. Oh, I was hoping it said object. All right, but you touch a willing creature, and that target gains flying speed of 60 feet for a duration of 10 minutes. I was hoping I could do the ship. Can we all link hands?
No, that would only.
Yeah.
You could
Like
fly.
Peter Pan?
You and one person could fly away with that spell.
Okay, well, I have
Okay.
water walking. I can cast on everybody.
Let's do that.
So
Where are we going? Because the land that
way,
we're
I
close
wanna
to is
loot
on
the guy.
fire.
We still got a dead body here. I got time to loot him, don't I?
If you
Yeah,
want
but
to.
I want to check him out. Yeah, I want
dude,
to see
he's
what
not
he has.
gonna have anything on him.
Why? Just because he's green?
He's a stone man.
He's not stone. Is he stone?
I'm stoned.
Well, you haven't really. You haven't really inspected him yet.
Yeah, I want to inspect him.
Okay. Give me a perception check. Well, I described him as being stony
I
when
don't
you
remember.
first saw him. I think I said the word stony when you busted into the room. I could be wrong. I've had a lot of whiskey.
I rolled a 6.
Attaboy.
I think a 6 ought to be good enough, right?
I went with the old Game of Thrones theme.
He's got a
Nice.
couple eyes.
Drinking, you know things.
There you go.
A 6. Yeah, he has eyes. He's got legs. He is very scaly in appearance, but it appears to be like a very hard material, stone-ish in texture. That's his skin. It's all covered head to toe. All
Okay.
of his skin that you can see.
Well, I'm down to get the hell out of here if you guys are.
Where are we going? The burning landmass?
Yes, the volcanic land.
Isn't it on fire?
No, it's just covered in ashes.
Okay, all right.
And
How far is
nobody's
it?
Nobody's ever returned from it.
Can we tell how
Other
far
than
we
that,
are from it?
We were a couple hundred yards from. We anchored, remember? 100,
Okay,
200
because
yards.
I've got a pretty sweet spell, but we all gotta be able to see where we're going. Let's see.
At this point, you cannot see the land because it's nighttime and the moonlight isn't as strong as the sunlight to cut through the fog.
All right.
Is the ship salvageable?
Define salvageable.
If we put it, if we had like buckets of water, could we put it out?
Well, both of the sails are on fire. The masts are on fire. The entire upper deck is on fire. Half of the lower deck is on
Here,
fire.
I have a solution.
I'm gonna say no to the buckets of water.
If Raylan can, if we're abandoning this ship, oh well, we gotta figure out what we're gonna do with the 2 people that are paying us too.
Yeah.
I can save one person, but I would need someone to save me in return, which would
I
probably
can
be
save
Forrest.
one person.
Why can't we just
Yeah.
water walk?
Can all of us?
Yeah, I can do
Yes,
up to
we
10
can.
people.
Oh shit. Okay, sorry. Let's do that.
Yeah, it just only lasts for an hour, but I could cast it again and use another spell slot if I had to.
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah, let's water walk. You guys ready to go to the island?
We're still. Oh, everyone's dead, right? Yeah. Yeah, let's go.
We want to
Okay.
loot anything on the ship before we go? Is there anything lootable on the ship?
I mean, it's supplies for a several-week journey, so you're gonna have like barrels of water and food and.
Should we just cram our
Lend
pockets as full
leaves
as
and-
much of food as we can? Does that matter?
We should. We have like adventure packs in our inventory with rations.
You do, yeah.
Yeah.
But do the people that we're taking?
You can assume that they have very similar equipment and rations and everything as you do.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's get the fuck out.
Alright, let's just go. To hell with everything on the ship.
Fuck it.
Alright, we're going to the island.
Okay. So let's take a break until about 10 o'clock, about 4 or 5 minutes, because I do not have a map for Smoldering Islands. So I'm gonna find
Oh,
one.
Can we make it 10 minutes? I'm gonna go smoke.
Yeah,
All right.
10 minutes.
I'll give Bartholomew
Yeah.
time to set up.
So yeah, 10:05.
Ooh.
Oh, that is beautiful timing, Matt. We are starting
Oh,
a
sweet.
10-minute break timer.
RB.
So Matt, whatever you need to do in the next 10 minutes to get set up, we'll do that, and then at the end of the timer, I'll kind of catch you up on what's happened.
Bro, I don't even have a character sheet. I've been so busy. I'm sorry.
Well, you got 10 minutes to make a character sheet. You can do it. I believe in you. Doesn't have to be very specific.
Get it done, boy.
I don't even know what to be, brother man.
So we've got a bard, a fighter, a sorcerer, and a warlock.
Oh, fuck me. Are you doing a roll 20?
Yeah. The link is in DnD chat. If you scroll up a little bit.
Been so busy, man. Already got 4 hours overtime. Like 3 days. I figured you guys would be about done by now.
That's probably about halfway.
Oh, wow. How do
We
you-
got started about 30 minutes late, probably.
Umagen, lover of dragons.
That was
Oh,
the
is
sex bard, right?
Yeah,
I
that
have
was the
his
sex
token saved in this campaign as sex bard.
part.
Nice.
Man, why can't I find where you on roll 20 make a character? It's not on roll 20. Fuck, it's on what was that other?
D&D
D&D
Beyond.
Thank you.
I guess I should get water. I'm watching our rival guild possibly passing us right now. It's not a great feeling.
On that.
Yeah, just the speed's clear.
Mm.
We cleared
What
before
level
they
am I,
did,
Jeremy?
but
Yeah, let me check the pin. You are level 6.
Just so happens I have a level 6 character already made.
There you go.
It was from Dooner's campaign.
Yeah, if you want to use that one, I'm fine with it.
It's a warlock.
What kind of warlock?
Fucking that kind. Shit.
Forrest is doing like a hexblade,
Yeah, that's what it was.
great
Hex-
weapon master kind of warlock.
That's exactly what it was. All right, I'll make something else.
Yeah.
That's like exactly what I made, and it's a super fun actually.
It does look fun. That it looks really strong. You guys got to bear with me because this is about to be a full, just winging it for the rest of the night kind of deal.
Really?
Yeah. They decided to do something that I didn't expect them to do, so we're just going with it.
in typical fashion for us.
I did not think you were going to abandon ship.
This bitch is on fire.
You guys are going so far across the world. We don't need a ship.
I mean, it'd be hard to take one that's in flames.
That's true.
Does it matter what race I am?
It does not. Nope. Any race is good.
Is there any dwarves?
We're an equal opportunity campaign.
Are there any dwarves or gnomes?
There are not. Well, Forrest is a short person. I don't know if he's a gnome. Let's see. Verdan, whatever the heck that is. No, we have no dwarves or gnomes.
Okay. And tell me the classes one more time.
Classes.
It's a blood hunter. There's a new class called a blood hunter.
You can choose from
Oh, okay.
barbarian, bard, cleric, fighter, ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, wizard.
What has been chosen?
We've got a bard, fighter, sorcerer, and warlock. So what we don't have in the party would be barbarian, cleric, ranger, rogue, or wizard.
Yeah, that sounds good to me.
What kind of token do you want?
It'll be a gnome rogue.
Gotcha. You have a name in mind?
Plop.
Plop.
Yep.
Okay. That's not a great token, but it'll do. There's not any free gnome tokens. They're all dwarves. Bummer. Controlled by... Plop.
I'll be RB.
Roger.
See if that worked. Yep. I'm gonna tell you right now, I have no idea how to play a rogue, so here goes nothing. Do I get like the basic weapon? What do I get? Start with.
Basic bitch stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, just anything that's considered gray.
Starting equipment. Choose equipment. Let's go with rapier. That sounds
Your
rapious.
webcam not working?
I haven't turned it on yet. I'm making a character sheet. What?
Man, I really hope that Classic Raiders doesn't beat us tonight.
Yo, I have a question. Why on SAF don't we all stack on the same side?
Airphase, you have to
wanna
spread out.
for Airphase?
Because there's blizzards.
But if half the raid can move out of it, why can't all the raid?
You want it hitting, because sometimes it spawns on top of people, and you want it hitting as few people as possible.
They did military wing with buffs.
They did military wing third, so they had like half buffs.
Sounds nice. I'm thinking, obviously we need to make some changes to trash, but I think range should start on the Death Knight champions, and when they start spinning, just a blanket rule, no melee go in to spinning champions. It doesn't matter if they're disarmed. They do too much damage. What are they taking so long for? It's getting late.
What is Neo talking about in the class lead channel?
Be back
What
later.
the tanks are using to gain threat.
That's a bonus action.
Yeah, what does it mean to hide though?
I don't think that counts as stealth. I think if you're trying to do a surprise attack, I think the person you're doing it on cannot have attacked in combat already. Is that what you're asking about?
Oh, it's assassinate. You have advantage on attack rolls against any creature that hasn't taken a turn in combat.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
Jeremy,
yeah.
Do you know how I surprise motherfuckers like stealth and like spots? You know what I'm saying?
How do you do that?
Yeah, like if combat starts, do I have to be stealth before that, or I don't understand that?
Stealth in D&D works a little differently than it would in like WoW. You wouldn't really like stealth in order to do an attack. You would stealth in order to sneak by someone.
Well, it says if I have a thing called assassinate. If you hit someone as a surprise, it's a critical hit.
Yeah, so you would have to already be in stealth once combat is initiated.
It's just weird because none of my actions say like stealth. Like I don't have anything that says just be stealth.
In order for it to be surprised, you can't already be in combat.
Correct. So a surprise attack would be, you take an attack before you enter combat, or from a position where the enemy can't see you or isn't aware of your presence. There's also like a stock ability called like sneak or something like that, or maybe it is called stealth.
You could maybe do it while you were already in combat.
I have a bonus action that allows me to hide, whatever that means. Dash, disengage, or hide. So.
What are you?
Social interaction.
I think you would probably hide if you were about to die.
Has anybody caught Matt up on what has happened?
The ship's on fire, and we are walking on water towards.
So we're walking to an island that nobody is. We wanted to sail around it, but there was a huge fleet of ships that we didn't want to have to sail across. So we decided to dock in for the night and anchor offshore. And then people attacked our ship.
And then I blew up the ship.
Kaylee caught our ship on fire. Raylan. So now we're walking onto an island that nobody has ever walked out of before.
That's not true.
The island where the doom occurred.
I'm from there.
Okay, so the Smoking Sea is where nobody has ever returned from.
No ship has ever sailed out of the Smoking Sea successfully, but there were survivors from the doom.
Okay. I'm back.
175.
All right. Are we ready?
What happened to Matt's? Does Matt have a video camera?
I just haven't put it up yet.
So there's not a specific. So there is a skill called stealth.
Yeah.
And that's just essentially sneaking around and avoiding detection and avoiding being seen by enemies.
Gotcha.
So you can attack from stealth, or you can attack from a position from some other surprise position. There's going to be several different ways that you can achieve your surprise attack, and it's just going to be on like a case by case basis.
Okay. So every turn I can do attempt to hide, and it says when you try to hide, you make a dex check until you're discovered or stop hiding. That check's total is contested by the wisdom check of any creature. So I can try to hide, I attack and then hide every turn if I'm reading this right.
Okay.
Hide is the name of the ability.
Hide. It's just
Is it under the rogue class?
no. It's just the basic. Like you have hide, dodge, or hide. I'm sorry. You got hide, dash, and disengage. It's just a basic action. I think anybody can hide. But anyway, we'll figure it out as we go.
Actions in combat.
Yeah, it's an action in combat. Yeah.
22. Gain the benefits unseen targets. Okay. Chapter 7
Excuse me.
talks about hiding. Yeah, so basically
we can drive on. We're good.
Okay. Basically, you got chartered. So Matt, these guys got chartered by the two people that you see, Joss and Akrilla. Those are NPCs. So they have hired you to get them safely to Bravos. You sailed out of, so just so you have an idea of the map, you sailed out of Yunkai on the eastern side of Slaver's Bay up there. You sailed down to the southern point of the peninsula below Valyria, below this area. You ran into a huge fleet of Volantis ships, and knowing that they are basically waging war on this region, the ship's crew decided to anchor near Valyria.
We're like way down on the white area.
Way down south.
Way down there.
So on the big map, you're more like down here.
Okay.
Very southern end. Stonemen attacked during the night, and Kaylee set the ship on fire, casting fireball, trying to kill the stonemen.
Nice.
So you guys have abandoned ship, and you have walked up to this barren wasteland of post-Doom Valyria, which you're now standing in.
Okay.
So it's one of my friends that DMs a lot of campaigns. He has this method of including versus not including people, where basically the way he does it is, if somebody is here, you treat the game as if that person has been present for the entire campaign. And if somebody is absent, you treat the campaign as if they have never even existed. So that's one method. We can just proceed as if Plop the Rogue has been here the entire time.
I kind of like the idea of just me showing up. I'm there when you guys get there.
Or Plop can just be waiting on the shore.
Could be a local. Could be a native. Did you write a backstory?
I made this character sheet in about 30 seconds. So.
It could be a native here.
Yeah. I'm an NPC, actually.
Okay, so you guys roll up to the shore, and Plop the Rogue is waiting on the shore as you walk off the water onto the black sand. And that's where you find yourselves on this map, on the very southern tip of the smoldering Valyrian Peninsula.
Well, hi, guys. I'm Plop.
Oh, God. We have to have a group meeting.
Murder him.
Why would you do that to me?
Alright.
Yo, we need a ship.
Mickey.
So I guess this is a reality now. I guess I'm gonna drove forward.
I did, yeah.
What do you guys think? You guys want to take a short rest here, or do you want to try to find somewhere a little safer?
Ooh, I really could use a short rest for my hex
Yeah.
to reboost my hex.
We could maybe sleep like underneath this little rock here. Oh, there's a big looking rock up ahead. Where do you guys want to sleep? Just out here in the open?
Well, I feel like if we are gonna sleep, we have to sleep in shifts again because last time we had people come attack us while we were sleeping.
I'll take first shift.
My guy's got. I'm pretty healthy. I'm not too wounded, but I could use my abilities. I still have a
Does
lucky
Plop-
dice though.
Does Plop have a house here?
I mostly just sleep on the ground. No one lets me in my hole. I do have a really nice hole. You want to come over to my hole?
I think that makes sense since we just found him here that he would have a hole.
I have a hole.
I'd like to see all his holes.
No, not again. I have
I'm
a
totally
hole over
down
here
to
that fits
go
me
sleep.
and my little stabby stick.
Stabby stick.
I would like, personally, I know this is kind of meta, but I would like to hear how Plop came to be in this area, given that it's like the middle of bum effing nowhere.
Well, let me just tell you, I was on a ship with my ma and pa, and I don't know what it is, but for some reason they said that they were going to just cruise on up to this land, and we're going to jump off, and we were going to search for fun treasures. And then when I got off, they just left. They didn't come back, but I think one day they'll remember me and they'll be back. Because they really love me.
I just went to the store to get cigarettes, right?
And scratchers.
Damn, that is cold.
So I've been hanging out here with my stabby stick for, well, I guess it's been about 4 years now.
4 years, holy
That's okay, they'll be back any day.
So this guy's a little unstable. That's what I'm gathering.
You guys want to be my new friends?
You know where we can find wood to build a ship?
I've scoured this land and I can't find anything. The only thing I ever find is these little crabs that taste like mud. What the fuck is this thing? What is this thing?
It's my character.
What? I'm so confused. Oh, it was upside down. Okay.
That helps.
I love kitties.
It's my spirit animal.
You guys don't have any food, do you? It's been
It was
about
Uh,
3 days.
I'll toss him a biscuit out of my sack.
Oh, happy day. I just devour it like I haven't eaten in years.
Flop the rogue, dropped off by a ship. That's amazing.
Living in his hole.
I'm sorry, that was really good for you to have come up with in like 10 minutes. I couldn't have done that with weeks of preparation. It's so good.
Jeez, mister, you look so strong.
Okay, I think our best bet is to rest and then walk through Valyria to the sea where all the ships go and nobody ever comes out, and find an abandoned ship and try
Good.
and sail it out.
Nice.
Ooh.
Yeah, let's do that.
Can you
I like
put
that.
the names? Can you put everybody's names on their characters so I can see who's who? I
They're on
can't.
there.
Yeah, and I don't have control of mine, DM.
I don't see. The only person I see is mine.
Really?
Can you guys see each other's names on the map?
No, just mine.
Yeah, it was
No.
just
I still don't have control of mine.
But I know who everybody is. I'm this guy that's in and around over here.
Okay.
I don't know who Plop is.
Player permissions. See.
This is Plop.
Oh.
Team
Plop's
Little Rogue.
Sorry. Roll20 changed their interface a little bit.
I'm a
Right.
I'm a forest gnome, by the way.
Are you guys starting to see these pop up?
Yeah, I can see him now.
Just gotta go.
Plop's going to move a little closer to the kitty cat man that gave him a biscuit.
Scratch my
I
belly.
still can't control my little dude.
Okay.
You're my new best friend.
Free T. Controlled by.
I don't know if it's me.
Try now.
I got it. Perfect. Thank you.
Yes.
Why does my little ping have to be poop brown? Color of Matt's eyes.
So what are you guys doing here?
So if we go to Plop's hole,
Flop
could we take a
size.
long rest?
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to describe Plop's hole to me.
It's really
hole is-
deep and dark and a little wet.
You could say yes. Could say it's moist.
It's
Tight
Moist.
fitting at times.
kind of like the noise when you drop a rock in a hole in a well and it goes plop. That's me. I'll take you guys to my hole.
I think it's like a
Definitely
beaver hole, right?
Long rest as opposed to a short rest.
I'm sure it's one of those holes that's got like a whole den and a living room and a couple offshoot holes burrowed.
To be fair, it barely fits
He's
me.
had 4 years to dig this hole, guys.
Alright,
Yeah.
let's just sleep right out here in the open.
He's had 4
I'm
years
going,
to
I'm
plot
going to
this hole.
sleep. I get fed up with all of the chatter and I just fall asleep.
Oh god.
All the yammering.
Okay.
I'll stay up and lullaby them down.
This is the size of my hole.
Everyone in.
Everybody in. There we go. That's the size of one square. Cause I'm a gnome. I fit into small things.
Well, I'm 6'5", 250 pounds. I don't think I'm gonna fit in that.
It's okay. It's okay. You can use my hole. I'll sleep on the ground.
So Akrilla is gonna start walking towards the hole, and she is gonna collapse. Joss is gonna come over and check on her, and kind of cover her up with a blanket. Yeah, that's it.
I'll take the first night shift if you guys want to go to sleep.
Let's do that.
I'm already.
I need at least a short rest.
Yeah, I just need a short.
I'm gonna snuggle up next to Tate.
I would like to take a long rest if possible.
Yeah, let Drosus sleep the whole night. He's a big boy. He needs some sleep.
Uh-huh.
Can whoever
Oh,
used the hole get a long rest? But it only has one
I
room
thought it
for
was
one
Tate.
person.
Rose, snuggle up next to
Yeah,
Rose.
that's fine. Whoever's in the hole can take a long rest.
One of the casters can take a long rest. They probably would be more tired than me.
I only used one spell slot.
I only used one spell slot too.
I just need my lucky
just-
dice back would be nice, but other than that, a short rest will work.
Well, then you plop in the hole. You plop in Plop's hole for the long rest.
I don't think I fit in Plop's hole.
For the short rest. And
as,
then that way we'll just plop what we need.
as soon as Drosus starts getting in the hole, I start covering him up with sand. Like, sleep tight, little guy. Just start burying his ass.
There we go.
So Drosus can take a long rest. Everybody else can take a short rest.
All right.
Oh boy, just what I needed.
Short rest, you can spend your hit dice to regain hit points.
Oh,
I will
by the
do
way,
that.
DM, I had gained 12 hit points when that guy died. Not that it matters now, but because of my hex.
No, I don't remember how much damage you took. Kaylee just goes, I forgot to subtract the damage from my hit points.
Oh my God.
I guess you healed the
Those
full
don't
health.
matter
with your
anyway.
hit dice.
Those aren't a big deal.
Yeah.
Jeez.
All right.
amateur hour.
Are we awake now then?
We have to roll, don't we?
Roll for what?
If you want to roll your hit
Short
dice.
rests and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, you can.
How do you
spend
roll
hit
for?
dice. So so your hit dice on your character sheet, where it says you have 8d8s. So every time you roll a d8, you do a d8 plus your con modifier,
Oh.
and you gain that many hit points.
Plus con modifier 3. Okay.
And you can roll them one at a time. So like you can roll a d8 plus con, and then see what your hit points are at, and decide if you want to roll another one, and roll another one, and you can do that up to 8 times.
Okay. Did we make it through the night, by the way?
Yeah.
That's all I need.
Drosis gets bitten by a bunch of fleas for being in my hole.
So Jeremy installed a new thermostat up here, and it's really fucking hot. And he turned.
Is it a smart thermostat that he tried to install?
Yeah.
What's the brand? My neighbor had the same problem with the new build.
It's Bosch, and you can control it from your phone, and it's been fine until tonight, and it feels like it's like 1,000,000 degrees up here, and I just like can feel myself burning up.
I don't know. This was not a Bosch. It was something Ecobee. Someone. How cold is it outside up there?
It's not like super cold, but I don't know. The upstairs in this house, like we can't keep it at a like good temperature. It's either too hot or too cold. There's never like.
Sorry, team, we're sweating over here.
Oh, you're good. Did we make it through the night, Jeremy?
72 degrees out here.
You did.
Down
You
here
did
in
make it through
Florida.
the night. Yeah.
So I would like to perform Song of Rest. I will spend one of my hit dice to perform for performance, and everyone is inspired by my performance and regains 1d6 hit points.
Okay.
Okay.
Sounds great to me.
So everyone roll a d6 and gain hit points.
Can I gain more hit points than I have? Is that fine?
No. You can only be at max hit points.
I hope you like my hole.
Cozy hole.
I slept like a baby. It's a very tight hole.
Not anymore.
Not anymore. Definitely not anymore.
You stretched out my hole.
Did you guys not need d6 hit dice?
Well,
Actually, I Freddy took it.
I didn't need it. I'm maximum HP.
You didn't take any damage?
I took a long rest. 7d10 was plenty.
To be fair, I didn't need it either. I'd already rolled a hit dice before you said that.
Oh, well.
Unfortunately.
Ozies Wellsies.
Does anybody else need to rest? I can take a shift of being awake.
We're done sleeping, brother.
I could take a long rest if there was one available, but I don't need it.
You guys want to stay here for a whole nother 8 hours?
Wait a minute. Did everyone not get through the night?
She took a short rest. I was the only one that got a long rest because I slept in Plop's hole.
Oh.
Everyone's taking a short rest. Drosis got a long rest. So Drosis is back to full health, full everything. Everybody else only gets to regain hit points with hit dice.
Yeah, I think we're fine. How short are you, Raylan?
She just
She's
wants her
full.
abilities back.
Yeah, I just want my slots.
Okay. All right, we can guard her for 8 hours. It's fine.
It's okay, we can go.
I mean,
Okay, so what's the plan?
I'm down to guard her if the dungeon master will allow.
I think we go. I mean, it doesn't really make sense to sleep for 8 hours and then be like, all right, now you sleep for 8 hours.
All right, well, let's get the hell out of here.
I'll let you use my hole.
You guys ready to get out of here then?
Yeah, I'm ready to go.
All right. I'll be up front unless Plop wants to be up front.
I'll put the beefcake up
what's
there.
the plan? Where are you guys going?
Yeah, I'll go.
We're gonna go to the sea that nobody ever comes out of and find an abandoned ship.
Yeah, we want to go. Yeah,
It's a good plan.
Yeah, we want to go up to the sea area. That's not a bad plan. Or, yeah, probably to the sea area.
Okay, stand by.
What the hell are you doing, Infrate?
Oh, I'm playing with my sword.
Making a lot of racket is what you're doing.
I make a lot of.
Wait, I want to hang out with the biscuit guy. It's a river.
So this is a narrow point in the smoldering sea. This is going to be the point where, if you look at the map that Kaylee linked, which is a little more detailed, the one that looks like Google Maps, there's a city labeled Tyria.
At the top?
It's on the southern edge of the Smoking Sea.
In Valyria, the island that we're on.
Yeah.
And then to the northeast of that, there's a little peninsula tip.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, so it's like southeast of the one labeled Oros. So that's where this is going to be. This is going to be crossing that channel.
Oh, is this the Game of Thrones?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you guys
So
all
you
seen Game
guys
of Thrones?
are going to be
Yeah.
on this side.
Okay.
And you're looking across roughly 100 feet. We're going to call that yards, because it's got to be big enough for ships to pass through. So we're going to call this 100 yards. So for this map, each square is going to be 5 yards. Ooh, I need constitution checks from everybody except Plop.
What's this for?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. We'll be fine. 10?
Worried about?
That's not going to pass.
That Ifriti, is that 12 yours?
Yes, that is mine.
Takes 10. Yikes. Raylan is a 15. Okay, at this point, Akrilla is basically unable to walk on her own, and Joss is kind of dragging her along.
So let me get this right. I'm bebopping along with these new people, and all of a sudden they just go lame. Like they can't fucking walk anymore.
We got attacked by stonemen, so
Oh.
anybody who's seen Game of Thrones knows.
I got you.
what
So you've
happens
got
when
the
you're
dragon
untouched.
scale. Might have joined the wrong party.
He definitely did.
Can I go back to my hole? Which
Are there any?
Y'all got the Rona?
Are there any abandoned ships or any ships that we can see docked?
Not that you can see, and there are no docks in sight. Everything is just a burning wasteland.
Ah, burning wasteland. Okay.
Well, smoldering. is probably the better word.
So, if there's nothing in sight, we should probably cross to Oros and then keep along the coastline until we can find something.
Is it faster to water walk?
It only lasts for an hour, so we probably have enough
You
to
lost
get
it. Yeah, you
across
definitely lost it.
this little thing right here, but then it'll go away.
Yeah, then let's just keep going up, right? We're trying to get to Bravos. I'm afraid that these timers are something's starting to happen to Acrylia as we keep going. So I think time is of the essence. So we need to try to find some sort of transportation that's quicker than walking as fast as possible.
Guys, I can't swim.
I have water walk.
Oh, fucking great, Plop.
I'm a little worried about the water walking, though.
Get over
You'll
to
be
that
fine.
boy.
Will you carry me?
Wait, we're just trying to get to the other
I'll
side.
put you on my big stick.
We're just trying to get to the other side, right?
It's about 100 yards. Yeah.
No, I got you, boys. I'm gonna cast Dimension Door. It's a 4th level spell. Let me read it. Oh wait, that won't work. Never mind. I have lied. I do not cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
All right, water walking.
Yeah.
Okay. This is my last spell slot.
Can you carry me, Tate? Only weigh 47 pounds.
We water walk.
Theoretically. Oh, do we all water walk?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I get casts on everyone.
As long as everybody's within 10 yards of her.
All right, we over here.
Okay. That's fine. You can make it across.
I feel like I would get to the water's edge.
Yeah.
I have a morbid fear of water.
We're never gonna get through this campaign.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, we just met him and he didn't hire us, so.
I'm only 4 foot, so
We
I
can
can't
meet
carry
up with
much.
Plop later on.
Can
Maybe
you just
can
carry
follow the
me,
river north.
Ifriti? Or Drosis?
I'm
You're,
4
you're
foot
such a
tall.
strong man. Carry me.
I can
I'm
make
an
it
elf.
fly.
I mean, I'm a gnome. You could carry me. Just plop me on your shoulder. Plop me.
Oh, fuck. I'll plop on my
No, I'll plop
if I
him.
can plop
I'll
him
plop
out
him
of
up on my right shoulder.
Okay, fair enough.
Put him up, sit him up there like a little kid. I'm not letting him put his dick up on my forehead though. Around the back of my neck.
I'm so excited. Let's do this. All right, I'm good. I'm on Drosis' shoulder.
So,
Yeah, how's the view
Yeah.
up there? Little gnomey.
Oh, this is awesome. Will you be my new dad? Can I call you dad?
Acryla is unable to
I
get across
ignore
the
you.
channel by herself, and Joss informs the party that she's not going to make it much longer.
Ooh.
Josh.
Okay.
Sacrifices must be
Do I still have water walking, or is it done?
Yeah, you still have water walk.
I'm walking back. I'm going to try to cure wounds her.
Okay. What does that entail?
Yeah, I got
Let's see.
nothing.
Let's see.
I'm just a fighter, guys.
A creature I touch, I'm gonna gingerly touch her. Regains hit points equal to 1d8 plus my spell casting ability modifier, which is, I don't know. I think it's charisma, so it should be +3. 1d8 +3. She gains hit points.
Okay. Where do you touch her?
I'm gonna hold her cheek, her right cheek, I will caress her and heal her for 4 damage, 4 life.
Okay. So upon touching her skin and healing her, casting your spell, she's going to kind of take a sharp breath. She's going to open her eyes, and she's going to lock eyes with you, and she's just going to eke out one whisper word, and she's going to say, no.
Ooh.
And I'm going to need a con saving throw from you.
Oh my god. All right.
Ooh, do we have any eerie music playing now?
Uh, 3. Let's lucky that. I feel like this is maybe we want to re-roll that. Let's use the lucky dice. Bardic Inspiration myself. I'm gonna add a D8. 18 for my con save.
Sorry, fam.
No!
Fucked.
Oh
So
my.
when you pull your hand away from her cheek and look at your palm, you're going to see that your hand has become cracked and scaly and stone-like in appearance.
Oh no.
Much like the men that you just fought off on the ship.
Oh no.
Oh, this is the shit
He's
that
a
happened
leper.
to-
Put him down before it's wet. Burn him with
No,
fire
no.
before he lays eggs.
Ooh, that's not what you
What
want.
happened to that one guy?
Let's see. Could I try to?
Cut your own hand off.
I may have
Yeah,
to.
that would probably work. You don't need a hand to touch somebody. You can touch them with a nub.
Could I try to dispel magic on myself?
Sure.
All right, I will dispel magic myself.
Okay. What does that entail?
I choose myself. Any spell 3rd level or lower ends. For each spell of 4th level or higher, I make an ability check. Use my spell casting ability. And DC equals 10 plus the spell's level.
Okay.
On
I'll let you
success.
make that check.
Okay.
There's one number that's going to save it.
Oh no. All right. Okay.
I'll let you know ahead of time. It's got to be a 20.
Okay. All right.
But I'll give you one chance to save it.
I will use a bardic inspiration after I see my first roll.
I'm saying it's got to be a natural 20.
I got a nat 20. So my ability modifiers don't mean anything.
Well, we're going to say that it's like a DC 30 or something.
Oh my
Which
god.
in the book, it lists a DC 30 as, and this actually makes sense with the lore, because if you think about it, this is like an incurable thing, right? It's like there's 1 or 2 cases of it being not necessarily cured, but treated enough for the person to have a life. So
And I don't even think that's happened yet.
it hasn't happened yet. So as of now,
102.
there's been no cures in the world of this disease, and a DC of 30 per the book is an impossible task. So
Ooh.
Okay.
we'll set a DC of 30, and if you can get there, you can get there.
I
A nat
don't think I
20
can
or a
roll.
DC 30.
Yeah, I don't
Either
think-
way.
All right. Well, I have to take my arm.
Yeah. So when you
Touch your
cast,
wiener with
what
it.
was the name of? Oh God, what was the name of the spell that you cast to try to
Night.
It was dispel magic.
spell magic? So when you cast the spell magic, you're gonna look down at your palm, waiting on the scaliness to go away, and it's just gonna start inching up your forearm.
Good.
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna water walk back to the team.
What'd you say?
Who cut off your hand? Do I need to cut it off?
Yeah, I need
Well, right
somebody to
after
take
you
his
do
bitch
it,
off.
Yeah, let's go put it on a rock over here.
Is it spitting out cold air or hot air? Seriously?
Let's let them figure out their.
I want to cut it off, Daddy Sands.
What are you doing?
You want me to cut this thing
I'm gonna
off?
lay my hand on a rock and look at Drosis and nod my head.
Oh God.
Yeah. And then in like a Herculeic fashion, I'm just gonna like over my head, with all my might, one single swipe with my longsword.
Okay.
Right? Just barely, but my precision is so close that I'm just gonna barely cut off his hand, right where the stone stone scale ends.
Give me a dex check on that.
Okay.
He misses and cuts off your fucking shoulder. Cut your leg off instead.
All right.
Okay. Yep, you're very precise, and you just hit him right at the edge of where the scaly stuff is, and you chop off all the scaly bits.
Then I rip off part of my shirt to make me look like a He-Man, and I put a what do they call it, a bandit, a circ, what do they call it?
Tourniquet.
A tourniquet.
I
around his
immediately start
wrist.
applauding.
And then we probably
We
need
all
to
do.
burn that son of a bitch. Right? Is that what you do? You burn it or something?
It's
Burn
always
my
good
fleshy
measure,
bits.
regardless.
I'm gonna poke it with my dagger.
There's no sense in keeping it, so let's just burn it anyway.
Or we can throw it at the next enemy we meet.
I'm not touching it.
Can I like skewer it on the dagger without it getting on me? So I can
If you
like
want to.
fling it?
If you want to skewer it with your dagger, that's fine.
Seems like a plot thing to do.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. And I'm gonna like hold it like aloof from me.
Okay, give me a dex check.
Alright.
Wait, so are we just leaving
Oh
Aquila
god!
behind?
Let's see what we got here.
Oh
So
no,
we
it's gonna
got
like
here.
fall off your
Yeah,
hand. No!
Okay, so when you skewer this thing on your dagger and you try to brandish it around, it's gonna fly off of the dagger.
Oh, wait. I get advantage on. Is it magic?
No, it's just a flat dex check.
Okay, it says I have an advantage against magic. I didn't know if that applied.
You have any lucky dice or anything?
Oh,
does not.
fucking level 6.
It does not. So it's gonna fly off the end of your dagger, and it's gonna kind of brush against your leg as it falls to the ground.
Not my leg. My
So
leg.
give me a
Wait.
con saving throw.
Wait. I have pants on. Con? Oh god, this is gonna be
He says I have pants on.
the kryptonite. of the-
Save me!
Oh wait.
If you have pants on, I'll let you have advantage on the saving throw.
Alright. 18. Does that work?
Does not.
He said you get advantage, so roll again anyway.
Oof.
Alright.
Oof.
Okay, so even though you do have pants on, that thing is going to brush against your leg, and it's going to kind of dribble down in between the hem of your pants and your boots. I'm assuming you're wearing boots.
Yeah.
And you're going to feel kind of an itching sensation on your
Not the first time, am I
ankle
right?
where it hit you.
I gotta make eye contact with Roses. Just fucking back away.
Yeah, I point my sword towards the rock.
Yeah! Alright, I stick out my foot. Is it my left leg or my right leg?
You pick.
Okay, I guess it's my left leg. And so you said it's at my ankle or like my pinky toe?
Yeah, it would be at your ankle, so it's wherever the hem of your pants meets your boot line.
That was a good idea at the time. Alright. Get at it, Mr. Big Stick Guy.
Alright.
You chopping his foot off?
Oh, fuck me.
His foot or his whole leg?
No, just the foot! Just the foot! It got me
What
in
are
the
you
ankle.
trying to chop off? Tell me that first.
I want to chop off just the infection.
Wait. Couldn't we just like carve it out? Instead of cutting the whole foot, couldn't we just like, shave off the bad shit?
This is the second campaign where you guys have been losing limbs. Like, what the fuck?
Hey, it's not my dick this time, so I'm okay with it. Can you just like shave it off? Like just shave the infection off instead of
Like, if it's on the surface, couldn't you just carve it out of my leg?
We don't-
Like, that's gonna
We
require
don't.
a lot of precision. I don't see Jeremy being gracious upon a Constitution
don't
saving
know
or a
that-
dexterity
yeah.
roll.
Okay.
But if you want me to try, I'll try.
Just cut it off. Just fucking
I'll
cut
try
it
to
off.
gingerly shave it off.
I'm gonna be a one-legged rogue, assassination rogue. That's fine.
Where's the infection on him? How far?
Yeah.
No,
Gonna start-
all right.
it
Before you
starts
go
at the
pouty
ankle.
flop, let's remind you that this was your decision to put this damn thing on your dang dagger.
I was
in
going
the
to
first
use
place.
it as a plague-infected throwing knife. Okay.
It was also
It was a wonderful idea.
Okay, I'll cut off his leg if he's willing, right above his ankle.
Okay. Okay. Are you willing, Plop?
Be gentle.
Okay.
Do
Do a dex check to chop his leg off just above the ankle.
Gently
It
stab
probably,
him.
like, the
Oof.
infection. Oh my
I got lucky dice.
Oh my.
I'll use the lucky dice flop. We don't
The
want flop.
infection probably just makes us like hungry or some shit, and we're cutting each other's lips off. Just makes your hair fall out.
No, it killed that chick. We just watched it kill our lady.
19.
Oh, okay.
No, she's still alive for now.
Oh, is she? Oh,
For now.
she just says no.
19 good? So just chop off the bits that matter.
19's good. You chop it off just above the ankle. Now, what are you
Okay.
doing about these wounds? I mean, you got.
No, this time I'm gonna rip off part of my pants, which is a shitload of cloth. I got some
Yes!
long legs. Just part of my right pant leg, and we'll turn that into a humongous tourniquet that's more than what Plop's puny tiny little leg would ever need.
Okay. Fair enough.
It's just fucking naked warrior running around.
So what's the plan?
Let me go find a
what's the
picture
plan
of what
from
my
here?
warrior looks like now.
So you guys still have Joss and Aquila that have not crossed over yet because Aquila is like passing out. Now you've got Plop with one foot, and you've got Tate with one hand.
I'm sorry. I meant to. I was gonna take somebody. I could take somebody with me, or no, they can water walk, can't they?
Well, Aquila is like passed out, and Joss says he can't carry her.
Okay, I can fly her if you guys want me to fly her. Well, no, but no, she would have to. No, she has to fly herself, I guess. So
Yeah,
then,
she's
I
like
guess we'll see her.
drifting in and out of consciousness right now.
I'm 4. Can I? Would you allow me to carry her and water walk? Yeah. No, I can't carry her because I can't touch her. So I'm not gonna do that. Never mind.
Can't we just leave her?
No, because Joss says he's not gonna leave her. You said right.
Joss is not willing to leave her behind.
The fuck is Josh?
Her husband.
Just leave them both.
They got our back. They're the ones that are paying us, though.
That's the whole reason we're here.
Not me.
Yeah, true.
Well, I'm just passed out from blood loss, so
What can I do? I'm only 4th, and even if I make him fly, he can only go 60 feet, and this thing's more than that.
Yeah, it's about 100 yards at the narrowest
Yeah.
point.
So somebody big and strong is gonna have to come grab Joss if we're gonna try to get him to leave Aquila. And I don't have a distance way of moving Aquila myself.
You want me to grab the plague-infected people and carry them?
Does Joss have this thing?
I think we all have it.
I don't think. Do I have it?
You might.
Right.
Well, dear God.
Okay.
The stonemen on the ship landed attacks on all of you.
Yeah, swiped me, didn't he?
You did land some attacks on me.
Will, anybody?
I'll
Well,
carry
if
the
I can,
bastard.
I'll grab. If I'm capable physically, I'll grab Joss and water walk him across the lake. or the water.
You
That's
are
what I should do.
capable. You are capable physically, but he's going to fight you and say that he's not leaving without Aquila.
I easily resist. I easily resist his fight.
Well, I'm particularly persuasive, and I'm proficient in persuasion. Maybe I could try to persuade him.
If that doesn't work, then I'm going to intimidate him.
Let me roll. Can I roll a persuasion?
Sure.
Where's my persuasion? Yeah. Let me roll a persuasion.
You have to persuade a man to leave his dying wife, so that's going to be pretty tough.
I got +7. So we're gonna if there's anybody 24.
Alright, this guy says, fuck that bitch. He's going with you.
She was dead to me anyway.
He said he's got to leave his wife. It's going to be pretty tough.
So Joss is like, he's just going to walk away. Just ahead of you. Just leave. Oh, sorry, that's your character. He's just going to walk away and just leave her. He doesn't even need to be dragged. He's walking of his own accord.
Wow. That's awesome.
His wife is passed out, right?
Yeah, she's unconscious on the other side of the smoking sea.
And again, we're all in the same consensus that the last person who touched her, we immediately had to cut off that limb. Right? That's what happened?
That's what you did for the other two, yeah. Okay,
Yep.
So you are on the other side of the smoking sea. What's the plan? Where are you guys heading?
He's trying to get to
Joss-
Bravos, aren't we? We're trying to swim back to Bravos.
Joss will say that he still wants to stick to the original plan and get as far away from Valyria as possible, but he's out of his element. He has no idea where to go or what to do. He's just a brothel owner. This isn't his cup of tea.
We should probably just travel west. West is the direction we were headed, and we don't have any other clear direction, so... I mean, if we keep going north, we literally run into Valyria. And his wishes are to get as far away from Valyria as possible. East is where we came from. South is also where we came from. The only direction is west.
But we're gonna have to cross some water eventually, so we have to find some transportation.
Yeah,
Not necessarily. Now that you've crossed the smoking sea, if you pull up the map from Kaylee's reference,
So are we?
You could follow that road. Well, it's not a road anymore because it's just kind of smoldering ruins. But if you wanted to, you could follow the road from Oros northwest and then exit the peninsula towards Volantis, all on land.
Let's do that. There's supposed to not be anybody here because of the great disaster, so let's fucking go.
And I would say that this is several days worth of journey, but now that you've dumped Aquila behind, you do have enough supplies to make the journey if you wish to do so.
I wish to do so.
Oh, I wish.
Yeah, let's do it. Okay. So are we trying to get to Volantis? Is our next pit stop Volantis? Or
I'd say the next city that you could realistically get to, if you're trying to travel west, would be Volantis.
Yeah.
Because the next closest free city is a long way away.
Oh, I thought Valyria was above us. I'm sorry. Yeah, let's go to Volantis. Over the Demon Road? Yeah, that'll be good. Let's take the Demon Road to Volantis. For
Is that
real,
what you guys want to do?
We may as well. I mean, what else are we going to do?
Well, try to find a boat, but that's not even a give. That's not even a for sure thing. So
Yeah.
might as well walk.
Let's walk, baby.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Could we walk along the coastline just in case we see an abandoned boat?
Ooh, I agree with that. Let's do that. I agree with Raylan. Try to walk the coastline as much as possible so we can keep an eye out for any abandoned ships. It's a good idea,
All right, let's do it.
Raylan.
Okay. That was a good idea,
We're gonna
but for the sake of time, since I do want to make it to one more thing before midnight, I will let you guys travel safely to Volantis.
Okay.
So I'm gonna
Nice.
pull you over here.
During that time, do we get to take a long rest?
No.
Ooh.
So now that you are in Volantis, Volantis is a free city. So it's going to have everything that a big city would have. It's going to have inns. It's going to have bars. It's going to have brothels. It's going to have blacksmiths, markets, all that stuff that you would ever want or need. So let's take a few minutes and what do you guys want/need to do in the city of Volantis before you proceed with your journey?
Can I get a prosthetic leg?
I'm sure you could find a merchant that deals with prosthetics. Yeah.
Does anybody have any money?
What's his name's got money? Joe.
Joss does. He has the most money of the party. That doesn't mean he's wealthy, but
Can I attempt to steal from him since I'm a Can I pick his pocket?
you could attempt to pick his pocket. Yes.
Alright, what do I need to roll on this?
I would say sleight of hand.
Hold up. Wait.
Pickpocket isn't its own skill, is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it is. I think it would just be sleight of hand.
Oh, I got +4. Alright, I can deal with that. +4. Aha! Get some, bitch. What we got? What we got? What we got? Ugh! Yes! Get some! Daddy's getting a new foot.
Okay, so which pocket are you picking and what action are you taking to do it?
Okay. Which one? Alright, is there does he have a purse on his belt? Like, what's a good indication of where said money is?
He's wearing kind of a long cloak that's draped over his shoulders and covers most of his sides, so you can't really tell what kind of pockets or anything he has.
I'm gonna just I don't know. I'm gonna feel on his belt for like a money pouch, because in the old days, I guess that's what they did. I don't know.
Okay, so okay, that's sad. All right, so you're able to slip your hand inside his cloak without him noticing. Feeling around on his belt, you feel that he's carrying what feels like some kind of utility or maybe a small hunting knife. He's carrying a leather sack that feels like it could have coins in it. And he's also carrying a smaller leather sack, and you're unable to determine what kind of contents because it doesn't make any kind of noise or have any kind of feel to it.
All right, I want the coin sack.
Okay. You can take the coin sack as part of this same sleight of hand check.
Yeah, I want that. Give me the coin sack. Sack O coins.
Okay.
It's that sack of snackies.
So I don't know what kind of currency they would have used at this time in Yunkai, but what you uncover is essentially what's left of this guy's fortune, which if you were to take it and spend it, it would buy you a lot. It would buy you, it's not enough to get like a ship, but it's a comfortable amount for horses, equipment, all the food you could want, women. It's a small fortune.
Plop is back in the game, boys.
Wait a minute. Did Plop just steal our payment for
No
taking
one
this
else
guy
saw.
out west? Is that what just happened?
That is
Or
exactly.
were we already were we already paid?
Can I slink
No.
off?
For this
You've
journey?
you've been paid half up front. So if you've not been paid your other half.
And did any of us notice this this sleight of hand? Can we roll perception?
I will allow each of you to roll perception to see if you noticed it.
But don't you have? They have to beat my 23 to. See
Yes,
it?
they'd have to beat it to see it.
Oh, I don't even have a damn chance to beat a 23.
Are you fucking kidding me? 7? You have a 7 perception at level 6?
Where is my perception? I can't find it.
Wait,
Just put +7.
that was a different roll, wasn't it?
Oh,
it's
sorry.
+3.
I'm sorry. Yeah, okay, it wasn't. It's under your skill set, like acrobatics.
I
and
found
landing.
it. Ah!
I'm gonna get a golden foot like Jamie Lannister.
Okay,
it.
yeah, nobody notices him picking the pocket of the
Taking our
the
damn money.
benefactor.
I'll just start whistling and say, "All right, well, I'll see you guys later." And I'm gonna go find a foot merchant.
Okay. Anybody else? What are you guys trying to do?
Are we rested?
Well, I want to steal my money back because I didn't notice shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'd like to take a long rest. Could we find an inn to stay in for the night?
I'd like to go to the armory.
Joss will agree with Raylan that a good night's sleep sounds long overdue.
I think Josh should go with Raylan. I'll go with was it Drosis that needed to go to the armory? I'd like to go to the armory as well if I can.
Is that an option?
Sure.
All right, that's where I want to go.
Okay.
Looking
I
for
would-
some magic armor.
Immediately like to start befriending the shopkeep.
Do I find a foot merchant?
Yeah, you can find a foot merchant. You want a gold prosthetic foot?
I want a gold prosthetic foot.
Yeah, you can find somebody to make that for you. It's going to cost probably half of what was in that purse, though.
Sold. You fool!
Okay.
I would have gave it all.
Okay. So you got your golden foot. Cost you a
Yes.
pretty penny.
Yes.
It's going to take him a day to make it, so you won't get it until tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll meet back up with said party.
Meanwhile, Plop just plopping away into this storyline and screwed up the whole damn thing. Because Joe's not gonna have any money to pay for his damn room.
So Drosis and Ifriti are at the armor. What is it that you're trying to do at the armory?
I want magic armor.
I
Where
want
I want to try to get magic stuff.
I want a headpiece. I want some chainmail legs. I want some nice boots.
Okay. So the armor is going to tell you he can provide you all that, and he's going to gesture to his hanging displays of all different kinds of chainmail coifs. Is that what they're called? A chainmail helmet? Like a coif. And leggings and chest guards and all kinds of chainmail items. He's going to turn to Afridi and say, unfortunately, we don't carry anything magical here. You're going to have to travel much farther east to find something like that.
We ain't going east.
But what about Weast?
30 years old, we're still quoting SpongeBob. Yes. I love it.
So, what does this armor that I'm about to purchase do for me, Mr. Shopkeep?
Well, it's your standard run-of-the-mill chainmail. So it's going to improve your defenses based on what chainmail would do.
I'll take the headpiece, the legs, and the boots. I would also like some gloves, if you've got those.
Well, they have gloves. They have everything.
I want it all. I want
You have enough. You have enough coin to cover that.
How much coin do I have?
Well, you're carrying the currency of Yunkai with you. So I would say you have, you got paid half up front for this journey. I'd say you have enough to cover it.
Okay. How much does he want from me? He wants
Say,
everything?
We'll say 50 gold pieces for the whole lot.
And how many gold pieces do I have?
But before Drosus sells or buys, I'm gonna try to persuade him just before to give it to us as a donation for being good people.
You're trying to get
for being
50
good
gold worth of armor?
Good Samaritans, good faces, and just the kind of people that he wants to help out and deck out head to toe with armor. At 23.
Tell him it's for a good cause.
It's for a noble cause to take a recently widowed man.
To take
a recently widowed, possibly broke, who knows, man across the country, and he needs good well outfitted defenders such as Drosus and myself with all of your armor.
Okay, he's gonna look at it, Freedy, and he's gonna kind of chuckle.
Is the shopkeep a male or a female?
It's a male.
Damn.
He's gonna look at it, Freedy, and kind of chuckle, and he's gonna say, "No freeloaders here." And then, upon being presented with the Yunkai coins, he's gonna shove them back at Drosus and say, "We don't take that shitty money here. You give me Volantis coin or give me nothing."
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anybody in the nearby vicinity that's witnessing?
Sure.
Freedy and I?
Sure.
23 didn't do it?
Did not.
I'm just looking around. I'm just kind of seeing if anybody's here watching us.
So yeah, it's an open air kind of market, and there's plenty of people, dozens of people just kind of bustling about the street just outside of where you're standing.
It's an open market, and there's no doors on this building or anything like that?
I mean, it's just open passageways, not necessarily doors that would close. I mean, you're in full view of however many dozens of people are passing by at any given moment.
Really? Do you have any sort of magic you can use at Freedy to maybe block the field of vision of the passersby?
I do. I most certainly do. I will take my. You know what? I'm so happy you mentioned that. Funny you say. Hold on one second. I have to pull up my resource for the.
I have no idea what you can do.
Specifics. Well, let me tell you what I can do. It's called Darkness. It's a second level. Okay. I'm just going to use one little second level spell slot here, and I'm going to do Darkness. Magical darkness spreads from a point of I choose within a range to fill a 15-foot radius sphere for the duration of up to 10 minutes. The darkness spreads around corners. Dark vision cannot see through the darkness, and non-magical light cannot illuminate it. And if the point I choose is an object, then it goes with it. And if any of the spell's area overlaps with an area of light created by a spell of second level or lower, the spell of the created light is dispelled.
What's the radius on the darkness?
15 foot for 10 minutes. And while nobody else might be able to see, I can see
Okay.
with a passive sight that I have called Devil's Sight. You can see normally in darkness, both magical and non-magical, to a distance of 120 feet.
One more time.
Right.
Deep breath in.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can cast that.
Okay.
You're not in
Let me
combat,
have
so you can
you
cast
sit
at
up on
will.
the
If
table
you want
for
to
me.
cast that spell, you can.
Okay. Am I capable physically of carrying and running away
You're
with
good.
both
Braying.
armor sets for Drosus and
One
myself?
leg.
You are physically capable of carrying both armor sets, yes.
All right. If I'm doing both, then yes. I'm gonna take them. I'm gonna
Legs to
take
the
the whole
table.
set: hat, gloves, shin guards, little toe pads, the whole stuff.
Wait.
for all
This
of
guy.
us.
We can't just take it yet, can we? There's still a guy here that's
Like
wide
that.
awake. Wait, he can't
Well, I
see?
cast. Yeah, he can't. Nobody can see. Nobody can see nothing for 15 feet.
Okay.
I'm
So
just
I
going.
want to. I'm gonna pick this motherfucker up, and I'm gonna try. I'm gonna just try and knock him out.
Face down.
Oh.
Because I don't.
Oh.
The last thing we need is for him to start calling for guards.
I like that. You know what? And I immediately put everything back and say, "Good idea, Dross."
I just want to pick him
Let's
up.
do that.
Pick him up by his fucking shirt and just,
So
you know,
now if you
clock
take a
him right
look-
in the fucking,
It's actually
right
a
in
lot
his
better.
face.
Okay.
I
Do
love
a,
that. It's clean.
Do a
So
strength
you
check
think
for
the
that.
leg length is starting to balance. But now what we're
We're
gonna do,
hitting this
we're
one.
gonna focus on the sacrum. So we're
Lucky
gonna
dice on
stabilize
that.
right on the sacrum. I want you to raise this leg up for me as high as you can. Yep. Up. Yeah.
I
Any
clocked
pain
him in
with
the
that?
face for 17 damage.
Okay, good.
So you clock him in the face, and
And then
he's
Not wearing armor.
Any pain with
he's
that?
not wearing armor.
Okay.
Afriti
Well,
can
so you
still
can see, so
see
even when
through
she
the
just
darkness,
lifted-
so he can
So,
see
we
that
gotta make sure. So there's
this
still a little something
armor
off. So now actually
is
her right side's
kind
pulled
of
a little bit
shocked
short
and
compared
stunned,
to the left.
and kind of
Let
stumbles
me
back
have you lay on
and
your side
falls
and
backwards
face
into
me this
his
way.
table
Good.
behind him.
Can I use my
Uh,
extra attack?
But he's still standing and still conscious. So at this point, Drosus is disengaged with him because he has fallen backwards
Have you focused
into
me
the
on
darkness. So only Afriti knows that he is still conscious.
Can I try to hit him to knock him out?
I can't use my extra attack, can I, outside of combat?
Correct.
Can I try to give
So
him a
I'm gonna
little alley-oop punch and knock him out too with the
You
strength
can.
check?
And the ankle,
Yeah, you
the
can.
knee,
Okay.
going up to the hip.
Oh, is it strength? Isn't a good one though. Oh well, it'll be something.
He's already a little woozy.
Right.
Definitely woozy.
Just had a 250-pound man punch him in the face.
And then a tiny little 4-footer,
Alright.
4-foot guy just gives him a little
Bring your
fine,
hands
just a
on
little
top of
final
mine.
flick. You know?
Yep.
Just whack
Yep.
him with a paper straw.
So I'm gonna lean you back. I gotcha. Fall back, fall back. Squeeze
Okay.
your elbows together.
So you're
Tight.
able to kind of lean over and give him a little love tap, but it doesn't really have any effect beyond the dazed and shocked state that he's currently in. He's kind of he's kind of half standing, leaning back into this table of stuff behind him. But it is pitch blackness for everyone in the vicinity, and upon seeing this just area of pitch dense black, it erupts this area of the market into chaos, and everyone in the street starts screaming and running away from the blackness.
Okay, then we'll just take our shit and take advantage of the chaos and go.
Yeah. That's exactly what I'm doing too. Nobody had time to do anything. Just
I feel very
be thankful that we're
Oh,
safe and leave the scene with all the
And
loot.
I'll grab everything that since I can see, I'll grab everything for Drosus and hand it to him as we run away.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So Plop is waiting on a golden foot. You guys are jacking some poor armor and ruining his life. What about Tate and Raylan? What are you all doing in Volantis?
Have we rested? You
were going to go to the inn with Joss, right? So Raylan and Joss are going to the inn. Tate, what are you doing?
I'll also go to the inn.
Perfect. So that leads nicely into the next bit, which you guys enter the inn. Joss, being the personality that he is, typically in a place like this, he's typically the confident, maybe bordering on arrogant person in the room. So he's going to waltz in like he owns the place. I need 3 rooms for the night. One for Joss, one for Tate, one for Raylan. So the innkeeper, not knowing who this is going to say, "That's fine, but you're going to need to pay up front." Joss is going to reach into his belt for his coin purse, discover that it's gone. He's going to turn to Raylan and Tate
Ooh.
and say, "One of you little shits has robbed me. Who is it?"
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to try and persuade him that it was not one of us. Can't hear you.
What are you going to say?
I'll say we were with you the whole time. You just walked through a huge city. We literally saved your life against orcs on a ship that wanted to kill you. If we wanted to rob you, we would have done it on the burning ship. Your pockets got picked on the way through Volantis. That's not our fault.
Okay, make your persuasion roll.
24.
So Joss is he's gonna take a deep breath. He's gonna kind of nod. "Yeah, you're right. That's probably true. This is a big city. I'm tired. I've not slept in days. I probably just wasn't paying attention and some kid swiped it off of me. You're right." And he's gonna turn to the innkeeper and say, "We've been robbed. Isn't there anything you can do or something else we can put up as collateral?" And the innkeeper is a big old fat, hairy old man. And he's going to kind of look over at Raylan with a little glint in his eye. He's going to say, I'm sure there's some kind of agreement we can come to."
I'll serenade the encounter. The pimp can negotiate terms, and Raylan will provide the services.
No.
No.
Pimp reacts with backhand.
So Joss is going to kind of pointedly say to Raylan, "This might be the only good night of sleep we can get."
Wait. At this moment, I walk in and say, "Hello, barkeep. Top of the morning to you."
About his butthole.
Kaylee, anything you want to do before Plop walks in? Okay. So Raylan not being willing to take one for the team here. Joss is a little bit defeated, and he's okay. I guess we'll try somewhere else. And they turn to leave as Plop walks in. So Plop, what are you doing?
I don't just walk in. I kick in the door and as jolly as can be. Say, "Top of the morning to you. How are you guys? Did we get rooms yet?"
Здесь какой-то болезненности. Причем сравнивайте всегда у мам пап.
Got a hole for you.
Joss will catch Plop up on the hole. Got pickpocketed walking through Volantis, and all of my money is gone.
That sucks for you, man. I hate that for you. But since you weary travelers helped me get off of that beach, I'll cover everyone's rooms tonight. How much is it, good barkeep?
So it's going to be 1 gold per room per night.
I just like pull out a fat wad of cash and just divvy out a little bit and say, "I cover it."
So Joss is going to see you pull these coins out, and he's going to ask where you got such a stack of coins, since you've been marooned on the beach for 4 years.
Living in a hole.
It was in the hole. I found a treasure chest. It had a big red X on the top.
You found a treasure chest of Yunkai coins on a beach in Valyria.
Hey, don't hate the player, hate the game, bro.
You're gonna have to roll me a big fat persuasion on that one.
What?
No.
Or not even persuasion. It's not really persuasion. This is a deception. You have to roll big fat deception on this one.
Oh, okay, dude. I get it. Okay, dude.
17.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I get
So
it.
Joss, you're gonna see some anger flare up in his eyes, and he's gonna point his finger at you, and he's gonna say, "I think you're the one who." And as soon as he says the word "who," from seemingly nowhere, a dart is gonna enter the side of his neck, and he's gonna choke over his next words as he falls over onto the table in front of you, and he is super dead.
Good.
Can I just like not have any reaction? Just like turn to the innkeeper and be like, "So about those rooms."
You could, yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
Let's get into it. Okay, fish liver oil, very useful item that we're going to talk about now. Obviously, right there.
Well,
sounds like I'm saving myself 1 coin for the night.
Is
the barkeep is going to be flustered and looking around for where the dart came from. The people that are in the vicinity of the bar area where the body hits the table are going to jump up and start running out of the room and freaking out and panicking.
Gigaflux reflector. So much gear. It's actually kind of crazy. I'm curious who's the best geared.
Is the bartender still there?
Does he have Kiss also? He has phylactery and Kiss?
The bartender is still there. He's scanning the room trying to find where the dart came from.
See Kiss yet? Okay, yeah. Oh my gosh. All right.
I'm going to attempt to flip over a table and hide.
And then instantly engage that.
Why would you flip over a table?
You don't really need to
give myself somewhere to hide.
People like
you're short as fuck. Just go stand
I'm saying, why can't you get under the table?
Okay, I'm gonna crawl under the table and attempt to hide.
Right? You could have all of your healers eat.
Okay, that's a dex check, right?
Fuck, I don't know.
I think it's a dex check.
Already ready for the next one. Marks are up really quickly.
And can I roll perception to
blow this
see
guy up
if
before
I
he can
figure out
cast
what's going on?
Yep. Anybody that wants to can do what Kaylee just said.
Wow. These fucking rolls.
What is the roll? Perception?
Dex check for the dart. Or, I'm sorry, perception.
Yeah, you can do Kaylee did a perception check. So everyone's welcome to do the same. And Plop did, what was the 17 and the 9?
My 9 was the hide. The 17 was the lying to the guy before he died.
Gotcha.
Where are Drosis and me still not there?
Correct. You guys are still, this is happening simultaneously to you guys jacking the armor. So Plop gets under a table, and the bartender just looks at Plop and says, "What the fuck are you doing, you stupid little midget?"
I'm hiding.
And Raylan is going to notice that there's a man in a purple cloak seemingly in the direction where the dart came from. And you're going to lock eyes with him, and he's going to smile at you, and he's going to whip his cloak around as he turns around and heads towards the exit.
Raylan, I think this is where you step up.
No. Okay.
Because I'm hiding under the table. Plop is terrified.
Plop sucks.
You saw it. I'm rich, bitch.
It's your call.
Tiny little grubby pants.
Okay. You're gonna tackle him?
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice.
Give me a dex check on that one. What are you saying to this guy as you attempt to tackle him?
How did you do that?
The words of a true heroine.
Okay.
Why would you do that?
Okay, I can work with that. Okay. So he's making for the door, right? Let's say you're about equal distance from the door. So you're going to try to cut him off at the door and you're going to try to tackle him inside the bar area of the inn, right? So when you get to him, you attempt to tackle him, but you end up just like bumping him off course slightly and you fall down onto the floor. And as you bump him and fall down, you yell out, "Why did you do that?" And he's going to stop and he's going to look at you and he's going to say, "A gift for the many-faced god."
Ooh.
And he's going to turn. He's going to turn and continue walking out the door.
Nice.
I'm gonna back away because I don't want to get into a fight with House of Black and White.
Nice.
Solid strategy.
And then me and Drox just run in with our fucking hands full of armor. See Raylan just fucking sprawled out on the floor. Plop's just fucking towering underneath a table behind a chair leg.
Terrified.
What was Tate doing?
I imagine like Dobby from Harry Potter for Plop.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, so everybody give me everybody except Plop. Give me one last con saving throw.
12 to save.
Treaties. Roses. Okay. Plop, what's your plan now that Joss is dead? What are your next steps?
Can I try to go through his pockets? Like I'm under the table, like feeling his body, trying to find the rest of his shit.
I'm more curious about like what I'm more curious about what you're doing with the money.
Don't really have a plan right now. I feel like I'm probably going to blow it on something stupid like a shiny rock.
Fair enough.
I feel like my intelligence level's pretty low.
He's gonna be finding a nice hole right next to a bar.
Exactly. Like, you're a beggar. You can have all this money if I can have your hole.
Okay. So the barkeeper is going to say to Plop, "You and your friends can have all the rooms you want, just never come in the bar again. And do something with that damn body." Now that Joss and Akrilla are both dead, I think we can call the mission a catastrophic failure. Plop has stolen what's left of everyone's payment, but nobody knows it. Tate has failed enough con checks to where the grayscale that he's been infected with has spread to the majority of his body, and he's beginning to lose motor control.
Nice.
Afridi, Raylan, and Drosis are free and clear of any grayscale infections.
Nice.
And at this point, now that the mission is over, you all are free to go your separate ways.
All right.
Man, that was fun. I really want to bring Afridi back, so we got to do some. I want to play with that character, like a Hexblade character. We got to do some more D&D, guys.
Well, I'll have to make a new character sheet because I'm dying.
Tate is dead. Yeah.
Tate is very dead.
Wait. How did Tate die?
Dead. He's got grayscale.
Okay.
The bard is no more.
So we completely failed at the entire mission.
Absolutely. Yeah. Ultimate catastrophic failure.
Yes, because
I made off with a lot of money.
Plop made off. Plop was the only one that won this campaign, I would say.
What would we have What would have happened if we tried to bring the wife across the river?
I probably would have done some kind of additional combat with her, turning into a stone person, and I also had a plan for. So you guys veered off course really early, first of all.
Surprise!
I did try to bring it back to the Faceless Men because I did have a thing with the Faceless Men. If you tried to pursue,
the
Kayla was the only one that saw the Faceless Men do the assassination. She let him go, so that kind of died. The ships, I had a potential combat with a Volantis warship.
Were we supposed to chase the ships?
If you wanted to. I mean, that was it was an either or thing, so I kind of had like an A plan and a B plan.
So we would not have been massively outnumbered?
You would have been massively outnumbered, but you wouldn't necessarily have been fighting all 1,000 warships, depending on what you did.
Okay.
Didn't expect your ship to burn down. Didn't expect you to go on foot through Valyria. But,
Did you at least see a dragon?
That's the fun of the game.
It was probably the worst failed mission in the history of D&D. Didn't even make it out of the southeast area that you're trying to leave.
I mean, you say failed. I say massive success.
It's your plot. It's failed unless your plot. Plop won hands down.
Oh yeah, and I got a golden foot.
Plop got 4 people's payments for doing nothing.
Nothing.
For showing up halfway through the mission.
Yeah, I shared my whole.
Being where we already were, and getting all of our payments.
GG's.
Nice.
Let's say that goes to show it.
I feel like Plop's the kind of guy that we're like running or like walking through the fucking desert, and Plop's just like F is for friends and do stuff together.
F is for fire that burns down the whole town when you're with Plop.
Sometimes it's fun to go off book and just see what happens.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for moving it to Wednesday for me. I appreciate that.
Oh, sure.
And let's do another survey for another round of dates. For another take 2 in Game of Thrones.
I'm probably a fan of the first session that we did and this theme more so than this one, but only because it went so far off course so early that I didn't really know what to do from there.
Oh, on our first one?
The first one kind of stayed a little bit more on track for what I had planned.
Oh, you're talking about on the one-off campaigns?
Yes.
Yeah.
This one was just, whew. Y'all were ready for blood.
Yeah.
Fireball! Fireball.
At least, well, okay. I say Plop was the only one that won, but Drosis and Afridi made off with new sets of armor for free.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Fair.
I was gonna say that.
That is true.
Yeah.
Well, I definitely lost.
Hey, Tate had a rough day.
Tried to support the
All you-
team, and it did not work
I was
out
about to
well
say,
for
all you were
Tate.
trying to do was save that poor
He
lady.
tried to save that lady and got himself infected.
I tried to complete the mission. It did not go well.
What did we learn?
To never do the right thing.
Never help anybody. Pickpocket everybody. Everybody you see.
Betraying.
Betray.
Betraying is the only way to win.